Okay, I'm unmuted. We're good.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to the game that I'm not actually in yet
Um,
because I've been working on notes.
how much experience has Xiao been behind us usually?
Like 600-ish.
Did you forget to add something?
I might have.
Oh god.
I'm terrible, apparently, at keeping track of experience.
You really are.
Yeah, I'm awful.
So I make it a mute point to get it.
But see, the funny thing is I remember adding it last session.
I think it was
You
like a
sounded
session
really
before
angry. Okay, maybe it's me that's lagging.
last.
It's like I remember specifically adding the 1500.
Okay, but maybe you forgot a session before that. Totally plausible.
But Rel was only behind 1500.
Oh no.
I don't know either.
No idea.
He's been like 600 something experience behind y'all. That's it.
All right.
Ready?
I'm just going to put it in these notes.
Take Rel's experience, subtract 650. That's Zhao's new experience.
All right. 650 EXP behind Rel. I'm going to put that in his fucking bio.
Okay, good. Yes, put it in his bio, damn it.
Bio and has put it.
And don't forget to add to that note if you gain experience, the Xiao doesn't.
And the ruling
True.
about if he's dead, he still gets the experience.
Anyway,
21.
friends, how are y'all today?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, 21275.
Good. So, last session, you returned with Zhao's corpse to the Ford camp and to the Athenium. And using one of your diamonds, Akira resurrected Xiao. And Xiao did not appear to be particularly happy about this. He was kind of on that fence of.
That was you's fault.
Fucking
He was
suck
kind
it
of on
up.
that. He was kind of on that fence of, I don't want to be here. I'm here, but I don't want to be. And kind of went on his own way for most of the session. However, you had some interesting occurrences and conversations. You're going to what am I trying to say here? You're going to love the developments that have occurred. Haruka has lost her goddamn mind, killed a bunch of people, and fled. Her guards, Yato and other dude, are dead. One of them, Yato, was actually executed by Bryce, or well, technically executed by Bryce, although at this point it almost seemed like he was already kind of dead to begin with. And his head began growing flowers. You were led into a private room, one of the potentially many private rooms in the Athenium, actually. And you had a private discussion between Poe and Bryce and others. Akira was also involved. Xiao was involved for part of it. We also found out that there were portals that had activated in the Athenium. And this room that you had been let into had many inactive portals. Haruka made it to the control room, and in doing so, she also activated many of the buttons, seeming maybe to try to figure out the sequence of buttons to press to open up the that particular contraption. And in doing so, might have killed some people. Maybe a lot of people, you don't know yet. The head of Yato was brought into this room by Akira because he's Akira, and he saw something interesting and had to touch it.
See, Rel?
It's what would happen if Rel wasn't a bitch. Basically.
This is fair.
Mm-hmm. And now here you are. You have talked with Tyranthor, but you remain in this room of portals, and we're going to pick up right as Rel, your potion is wearing off. Get some music going. Rel, you have just made a deal with Tyranthor, though the others aren't quite privy to that deal. And as sorry, I'm snacking on this pickle, and it was a little bit more pickle than I really vibed for in the beginning. So it's like, man, this is a lot of pickle. As you come to consciousness, it's like waking from a dream, but you know it was all real. So, you two, you and Amalia, you see Rel kind of shake her head a little bit and come out of this coma that she's been in.
1 out of 10. Would not recommend. Don't die. It's not pleasant. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
So, but I have good news.
Uh-oh.
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 What?
Okay.
What's the good news?
That's the uh-oh.
What's the uh-oh?
Oh, there you go. You responded.
Huh?
I was waiting for you to. So I think you're quite a bit behind everyone, or you were at one point, because he said that, and then you responded like a solid 35 seconds later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. At first I thought it was you, and then I was like, wait, no, everyone sounds like a robot. That has to be me.
Mm-hmm. Am I lagging?
Uh-uh.
Nope.
Am I still lagging for you, Spirit?
No, everything seems fine now. My parents
Okay,
were
cool.
probably trying to start up a movie.
Okay, that's fine. Let me know if it starts happening again, and I'll move the server and see if that helps.
Okay.
So, the dragon is the shadow.
I could have told you that.
Wait, what?
Yep, dragon is the shadow.
Oh. Akira just pulls out a
You
book and starts
mean
flipping
like
through it.
the Worldwing is the shadow, or the dragon we've been seeing?
The
shadow
dragon-
drake.
Yeah, the shadow dragon.
Just wanted to clarify.
And the being that we've been talking to, I'm not going to speak his name. He is also the shadow.
I would
Also.
believe that.
How
unstable
mean
he is.
also?
Well, seeing that I have now talked to the Drake, they talk very similarly. I believe it.
Wait, you've not talked to the Drake?
No, seeing as how I've talked to the Drake.
Oh, I thought you said not. Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
I would say I would believe that because of how unstable he is.
Yeah, the Drake wasn't any different. It was...
Yeah, from this, you can definitely gather that the Drake is Tyranthor.
Yeah.
Yep.
So... Yeah, we learned that. He seems pretty indifferent towards, the tree and, the phoenix. Interesting note, though. He referred to Memodius as the phoenix. And the only phoenix, from the sounds of it.
I guess I can kind of make sense of that. I'm not sure if I told you guys, but among one of the first nights that I guess we were partied up together, I had a dream? Vision? Something of the sort, anyways. of a man who had been killed and brought back repeatedly until he was finally locked away in what looked like a cave.
So perhaps Eltonor is this man?
Seemed like it. If he's really as trapped as Haruka said he was, it would kind of add up. Also, why she sees him as a phoenix.
I think she's being manipulated by the tree.
Hello?
Hello.
Hmm. Hi. Hi.
I missed whatever Will said.
She said that she thinks that she's being manipulated by the tree, Haruka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Considering all of the carnage that has happened, yeah. Although,
Cut out, spirit.
No, she said,
Huh? Yeah, I said,
So perhaps Eltonor isn't even on that list of tokens, or on that map, rather. Oh! Right! I didn't get to this. Akira,
yes. Hi.
the ice is melting and flooding the world.
What? What?
Yep.
Oh yeah, the map. All right.
What do you mean? What? Hello?
The map we saw, that we found, very old. And it shows a lot more land, as well as the ice, that surrounds our habitable zone, much closer.
Oh.
So the ice is melting, causing the water
Well,
level
that's
to rise.
not good. I shall, right, and he just begins scribbling in this journal that he's got open right now. Okay, I'm not sure how to handle that right now, so we'll talk about it another time.
That's a long-term problem.
Yes.
so I think it's safe to say that Eltonar might be like an agent of the tree, or working with the tree, or something along those lines. Because I can't. She seemed too devoted to Eltonar.
Yes. So, I told you all about that vision that I had with the two phoenixes fighting, and
The raven in the
Um,
tree.
was there a raven in a tree?
The tree and the raven. The raven was sitting
And
off
the
and watching.
Yeah, the raven, the raven was watching, and the tree was there.
Yeah, I remember the tree being like a little sapling, and then the two phoenixes fought, and then the lighter one died, and the darker one flew up, blocked out the sun, and then flew off, and the sun didn't come back, and the tree started growing.
Mm-hmm. The raven should have been there watching. I don't know if I think I mentioned that.
You did. You mentioned that just before the little fight and the tree.
Yeah, there were ravens, and there was one raven actually perched in a tree at one point.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I must have missed that. All right.
That's okay.
So Perhaps in this vision that I was given, Eltonor is portrayed as a phoenix because he has phoenix-like properties. And I think what I'm starting to get from this now is that Eltonor wishes to kill Lemodius. With that being
Damn it.
gone, what?
Lag.
All right, let me change the server real quick.
Okay, change the server.
Un momento, por favor. As a side note, if anyone ever plans on getting Nitro, I would love to have Nitro for the server.
You want me to boost it right now? Because I can.
Can you boost it right now?
Well, I could switch over, but probably don't want to show that on recording. I'll do
That's
it
fine.
during a break.
US Central, let's change this. Should be like US West, possibly. Make that. Testing.
Yeah,
Testing.
I think Kayla's just been having lag issues, like in general.
That's fine.
Well, Discord did have issues this morning.
Well, no, it's been the last couple days because she's been saying that I'm cutting out like a lot.
It's usually only when my parents are home. Like, when they're home and doing things.
They're probably watching movies and stuff.
Yeah, streaming
I
shit.
know the feel.
If I knew we were gonna have dial-up.
Well, if we need to, if it gets bad, we can actually just call the session and move it to another day or something if we wanted to.
It should be fine. I just...
If it gets bad, let me know, because playing with 2 people instead of 3 is not nearly as fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we can move it to another day or something like that. I'm not stressed about it. All right, continue.
So I believe the vision was Eltonor defeating Lemodius, who the shadow referred to as the light, and then Eltonor flew up, blocked out the sun, and the shadow gave me this.
I have a question. It's more of a hypothesis, not something that's not till proven. What if the guy who is locked down here was actually, how do you say, a champion of the Phoenix that got too powerful and went rogue?
Possible.
I guess I never really asked Lumodius about him.
Well, that's something we could do. As before I forget, the shadow seemed. He didn't seem particularly interested in stopping anyone but Eltonor. He kind of spoke in a way that portrayed a symbiotic relationship with the tree and Lemodius. He said the shadow cannot exist without light, and the tree provides shade from the light. So
without the 2 of them, the shadow cannot exist.
well, without the light, it sounded more like he and Lemodius exist in tandem, and that the tree just kind of helped, if I were to interpret it. But I do not believe he's here to harm Lemodius or the tree. Didn't give me a very clear answer on whether or not he was working with the tree. But it would not surprise me if he was.
Well, if he wants to get rid of Eltanar, and Eltanar is working with the tree, then it would seem
That he isn't.
odd for the shadow to want to work with the tree to.
No, I think you're right. I think it's pretty safe to say that he isn't working with the tree since he wants Altanot dead. And the tree doesn't want Altanot dead.
That we know of. Two things that we know is that Haruka wants to free Eltanar, and she also has the seed of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And the blade.
That too. Speaking of which, are we safe to assume that she's still sick?
No.
She looked healthy. And I imagine the guy with the mask could tell you the same thing.
She has the blade, and the blade has the healing properties required to heal the affliction that she had.
And both together.
No. The blade itself has healing properties.
Though, if you think about it, if the weapon isn't complete, it's not at its full power. So she could be keeping it to heal herself, and she still might have the disease. Since it's one item split into two.
Possibly?
Because she's still going to send somebody to kill you for that blade. I mean, whatever that thing is.
Yeah, about that. I would rather prefer not to be alone.
I'm never alone.
Oh man, that was solid. Akira does speak up when you say that. Wait, what's the problem? What's the problem? Don't keep us in suspense.
Hello?
Hello?
Alright,
Hello?
I was connected to the same one that the fucking raspberry is connected to.
Oh my god. You have
Usually-
two separate internets.
Actually, we have three.
Oh god.
We have one specifically for the cameras, because they need to have at
Yep.
least a little bit of internet to record.
Whole lot of bandwidth.
And then we have another one which is used for the raspberry, and then we have 5G, which is used for literally everything else.
Does that mean you watch your raspberries grow?
Oh my god. I'm gonna bury you in the backyard.
Just dig down
I-
like 15 feet, bury her, fill in like 7 feet, bury a dog, and then fill it.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm gonna bury
Guess what?
myself.
You bury
Ah.
me, make sure to put rocks over my body. That
I'm
way
gonna
nothing
bury
digs me
myself.
up.
Why yourself?
Because that's just what I do.
How do
So
you... Alright.
do you even know,
Anyways.
do you know what a raspberry is, Heather?
No.
It's so I'm assuming, Kayla, that you're talking about a Raspberry Pi.
Yes, a Raspberry Pi is connected to the internet.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I think she's
Wait,
being
what?
sarcastic.
Oh,
She doesn't know what a Raspberry Pi is.
Okay,
Oh,
so
what
another
is a
thing-
raspberry for you?
I don't even remember what the other names for it are.
Uh-huh.
But essentially, a Raspberry is kind of like a streaming service. Kind of, not really. You hook it up to the internet, and then it comes up with like your typical kind of Android stuff, like as if you had an Android phone. And you can download stuff on it to stream movies,
So
and it searches across several different websites to find you the best streaming site.
hold- so what I'm thinking is your parents have a Raspberry Pi set up, but let's see here. There you might actually have a
A modified Raspberry Pi.
you might have a modified Raspberry Pi or a Raspberry something called a Raspberry that's essentially just a Doku. Hold on.
Raspberry Pi.
Yep, it's a Raspberry Pi.
Okay.
All right.
Apparently this is super common in Canada.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, our Netflix sucks.
It does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can actually run a
So-
VPN through this, and you can get like US Netflix and shit.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, our Netflix sucks ass because we don't even have Family Guy.
Oh.
Ew.
Well, that's mostly because Fox owns everything.
That sucks.
Yeah. So
Fox needs.
so yeah,
Like-
we if we really want to, like, because a lot of the times we kind of miss commercials sometimes because that's where you find like, hey, this food place has this or this movie's coming out, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually can have an option where you stream like actual TV so that you'll be watching a
Gotcha.
show and then you get the commercials.
So
I need
Heather-
this. Hello.
Yeah, they're really good. They're essentially mini PCs, and when I say mini, they fit in the palm of your hand. They're essentially a mini computer, and they run Android because Android is about as lightweight as you can get. Although I've seen some run this OS called Phoenix OS, and it's based off of like something from China. It apparently works really well, but I've never used it. Anyways, so they can do anything a computer can do effectively. It's pretty great. Anyway,
Awesome.
so Heather, that's what a Raspberry Pi is.
Okay.
So,
I
all
wasn't.
right,
I wasn't looking for the definition.
I gave it to you. Fucking deal with it.
I was curious.
Yeah, I didn't know it was fully called a Raspberry Pi. That's probably the full name, but my parents just
Mhm.
call it a Raspberry.
Yeah, it's Pi as in like the 3.1415, etc.
9265, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, 1 point.
1.149265.
I thought it was 219.
No.
What?
3.1415.
So D&D's fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, now that I fixed my internet,
Okay.
Right. Where were we? All right. Akira's gonna talk.
Yeah. Did.
What was
Spirit
he gonna
Hero say?
respond to? Because now I don't even know.
Okay. I was referring to the
Shadows.
blade. That the blade properties are probably temporary.
Right.
Since the blade is
Rel
separate.
Shrel said she didn't want to be alone. Got it. So Akira, we could potentially have some guards posted with you. Maybe.
That would be lovely. Yes.
Yes, of course.
oh, Rel,
Hmm?
can Haruka read minds?
Yes.
Do you think it
believe-
would be safe to say that anyone she sends would also be able to read minds?
Not sure.
I think most of her things are dead, but also if we go down that path again, we should be extremely careful because he did say that she cast a spell that he didn't recognize, so she could have set a trap in that particular location.
Well,
Mm,
she casted a spell that he didn't recognize, and then he said he lost her, even though there really wasn't much further to move.
Non-detection.
That's a possibility. Although, I feel like if he's using, if he has the ability to scry, he would probably know what non-detection is.
I'm pretty sure he would.
Perhaps.
But that's my thought anyway. That the properties could be halved, but I doubt it. I wouldn't know
I mean,
without
she
actually
doesn't-
using it.
She doesn't have the full power of the axe, and that's kind of what we need right now. But by the sounds of it, she's sending someone to retrieve it, and yeah, that's not gonna be fun to deal with.
It's never fun to deal with, darling. Never.
Hmm. So what's our plan? We're waiting for Hyun?
Hmm?
Are we waiting for Hyun to get here?
I have sent a sending to Tahian as a note.
Okay.
I say we stay here for a few days. Get what we need.
That shady bitch.
Because there's no way in hell we're going to be able to catch her if. Depending on how she reacts to the Guardian, I don't know if she'll be able to pass. Because she looked like she wanted to destroy everything in her path. Quite literally.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the Guardian did not show us everything that she's capable of.
Probably not. Because we went through the trial, we didn't actually attack her when we weren't taking those.
Mm-hmm.
So if she messes up and fucks with the Guardian in the wrong way, she might actually die.
Don't think she'll die, but
She'll have a hell of a time.
Yeah.
I know
Mhm.
she's supposed to be super powerful, but from what I've heard, her specialties are illusions. And I don't know, the Guardian didn't seem very stupid.
Not very stupid and hell of a hitting power.
Yeah, I think Xiao can attest to that one.
I think Rail
Yeah.
can too.
yeah, I'm not a very sturdy individual. Okay. Let's see.
So I guess the plan for right now is don't die?
Don't
Yeah.
die. I've got my armor to upgrade. And we also got to, as long as the forward camp isn't in too much chaos, we can sell some things. And I can divvy out what everybody is owed. But I suggest we pack for the long haul.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stock up on, like, food.
Because that's mainly why we had to come back, other than, he looks over at Xiao, other than, Xiao.
Is he still with us?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he left. Okay.
He's just been pretty quiet the whole time. Not really doing a whole lot.
Fair. That's fair. Oh, Akira,
Yes.
do you happen to know where I might be able to find a spell scroll, or possibly even get someone to make one for me, of a spell called Tiny Hut?
Tiny Hut is third level, right?
Yeah.
He, not, I'm not sure. Well, hmm. I don't know this spell, but I suspect there may be others who do. In fact, you could potentially ask. There is a representative from Varga here, and she is very skilled in some of the more utility-based magics. You might talk to her.
Alright, do you know where I might find her?
Yes, she's in the Grove.
Okay,
She
thank
spends her
you.
times there. She's usually hanging out with the children.
Hey, Amalia, can I borrow the handy haversack?
Oh, yeah. And she hands it over to you.
Okay.
I'll place it on. Is there anything else we need to discuss before we leave?
I don't
No.
believe so. No. If we're gonna be here for a few days, I guess I might as well get some reading done.
We'll wait around for somebody to be appointed to you as guard.
We'll assign some to take care of you. Don't worry.
Unless if me and you want to get a tent, and I'll just cuddle you instead. And you hold her arms out like she wants to hug.
I'm scared enough to take you up on that offer.
He didn't give you a name.
I thought he did.
Representative from Barter.
Oh, that's why I forgot the name, because there was no name.
Yeah.
I messaged Will and I'm like, oh no, I already forgot the name she said. And just ask her to spell it. And it's like, that's a genius move. And I'm like, okay. That's why. That's why there's no name in my brain.
That's why there's no name. Makes sense, really. I mean, whoops.
Hey, you chipped.
Oh my god. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
You're not an idiot.
It's okay, I love you.
Okay.
It'll be
I love
alright.
you too. Okay. Okay.
So what are y'all doing from here?
Uh, yeah.
We don't know what to do now.
Well, I mean, I know what I want to do, but I'm like, I won't be alone right now.
I mean, I'd offer to protect you, but I feel like that would be a little counterproductive. Only because, you know, if you're gonna die, I'm probably gonna die with you, and that's gonna just do the opposite of what the yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, the camp is yours. Y'all are here, so figure out what you want to do.
How quickly are they getting someone to watch out?
Be with
Akira, let me ask. He points to there's a mage binder outside. You there? Come here. And the mage, you there? Do you know who this is? And he points to Rel. No. This is she is an extremely important representative from the embassy in Solson. The guy raises his eyebrow. She's the Mages Guild representative to the Vigil. Oh, okay. Right. So if you kindly would please would you kindly watch after her for me? The guard Yes, I would. She's the representative to the vigil. Yes, from the Mages Guild, Mages Association. She, uh, of course, of course. Yes, I will. He nods to you. I'm yours.
Oh, thank you. That was smooth. That wasn't even a lie either.
It was totally a lie.
I mean, Akira's kind of
You
the
are-
head, isn't he?
Yeah, but you are not the you are not the representative to the vigil.
Well,
It's
we're
fine.
representative now.
He's
That's
also
a lie.
he's also not the head. He's also not the head. He's like he's like upper management.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that was, I guess the equivalent of a CEO, because I don't have any other word, was
Right.
Hyan. Yeah.
Is Hayan, yeah. Bryce is a knight captain. The current leader of the vigil is High Justicar Thrawn, and the current leader of the Mages Association. You actually don't know her name. You know that she's extremely reclusive, and she kind of just stays in the headquarters in Arkenstead, and that's about it.
Huh.
But Akira is one of the four faces of the Mages Association. There's three different ones. There's Akira and then two others. And Akira is the one that's generally the most active near Arkenstead and stuff like that. He kind of takes care of a lot of business. So he's not quite the leader, but he is one of the more active members of kind of the upper echelon. And then Bryce, as a knight captain, is like third rank from the top.
Which-
Okay.
Begs the question: why is the head of one of the I guess the guilds here? Like,
Who knows? Weird.
I think we answered that last session
um,
because they expected something bad to be down here.
Don't care. Gonna kill her.
I mean, even if they expected something bad down here, I mean, that's some shady shit.
Mhm.
And no one's gonna question where she is because she's pretty much the highest ranking here, even for people that don't acknowledge her rank. So,
Excuse me. Sorry.
just saying. I don't trust her.
I don't trust her either. She's a
I
bitch.
trust Poe more than her, and I'm secretly thinking in the back of my head that Poe might actually assassinate me. Don't die, because I want to be the one that does it.
I mean,
She could have totally done it and then just rewound time.
She could have. Well, wait, what?
then you would not be dead anymore.
Well, but it doesn't rewind time. It just rewinds people's recollection of time.
No,
Does it?
that's not what happened at all.
Well, I
Straight
thought
up
it was.
rewound time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's exactly
then.
what she did. You would have immediately realized what it was that she did. But
Yeah.
See, she would fucking taken it, rewound time, and then gotten nowhere.
For all you know, she's killed all of you at least once just for fun and rewound time.
for all you know,
I wouldn't blame her.
I wouldn't blame. I would kill Rel a dozen times and rewind time each time, and finally just be like, all right, that's enough.
Bitch just flirted with Bryce.
All right.
did I do that?
No.
Didn't think I
I
did.
think one of us did. I don't remember who, but one of us
It was
did.
you. It was you.
I blushed a little. I did a little bitty bit, but I think Rail took the reins and actually made him blush.
I don't remember this.
I feel like you're right, but I don't remember when I did it.
I don't remember what was said either. So
Because I vaguely remember hitting on Bryce once. Because he said something.
It had to have been.
It was like when we first started out.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it would have. It would have had to have been before you started like actively talking with Haruka, because I think he would have stabbed you.
Really? I'm just glad she's gone. I am. I don't have to juggle like 80 things. Like, who did I tell what lie to? You know, like, what information do I need to withhold? What information do I need to tell? Like, I don't have to juggle any of that. I can just be open with the fucking triumvirate now and not die.
Hmm.
All
Or
right,
you
well,
just couldn't have
mostly
never
open.
done that from the first part.
It was worth it.
Was it? Because now you might die.
Got an extra
And we
soul, so
almost...
kinda-
We,
and knowledge, information.
it don't mean shit when you're dead.
It's true.
Well, it was a dangerous life.
Ah.
Go big or go home.
Dearly. Alright, well...
Surprised she made it fucking this far. Honestly. Grew up on the streets of Arkansas, is sitting here fucking wagging around, like talking a whole bunch of shit constantly.
Yep.
Playing people off of each other. I'm surprised one of the gangs in Arkansas didn't just murder you.
The orphanage kept her out of trouble.
Just break into the orphanage and stab you 1,000 times and leave your corpse on the steps.
Yeah, the orphanage kept her out of trouble.
Yeah.
Kept you out of trouble, my ass.
She's not in the orphanage anymore, is she? Right. Okay. So. Is it okay if I stay in this room and read?
As long as I'm in here, you can. This room is off limits to everyone but me and the Triumvirate and Poe. And Marius. Or Tarius. I don't know why I said Marius.
Perhaps you'd be
That was his
interested in joining them?
Is that the mask guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I found
I'll
some
say-
books. From we forgot to mention the lich we found.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, well, not really a lich. He's,
Yeah, he was.
I don't think.
He was a borderline witch.
Yeah, he was
Lich?
still devouring souls for energy.
Did you kill him?
Yeah, he's done.
Okay, good. Good job.
But we found some books. He had a lab. And I've got several books here that I need to go through.
I suggest you get straight to it then. I have much research to do myself. There are a lot more books to read through here. Especially while we wait for Hylon.
Alright, I'll just take that as a no then.
You have a bodyguard now. You're fine.
Well, I was asking Kira if you wanted to join in reading.
No.
Oh.
He's busy.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Akira, good luck on your reading. I have and he pulls out a book out of his vest. And I have something to do. And he sits down and he begins tracing runes on the wall in the room from the book.
What are the runes?
Neat.
You can't tell. He's not really done yet. DM speak for worry about something else.
Okay. Well,
What color is the sky?
We can't see it!
I want to gauge on how Xiao's mood is.
I mean, seems pretty pissed off in general. He's sulky.
Okay, well. You grab Xiao's hand and starts pulling him.
And
Come on,
pulls your hand. He pulls his hand away from you. What?
come on,
What?
come with.
Okay, but I ask you a question. So before I come with you, I would like you to answer it, please. What?
Would you prefer to talk in front of everybody, or
Are we going to talk here?
Do you want to talk in front of everybody?
Are we going to talk at all?
Yes, we are going to talk.
That sounds like a really bad idea. I think we should just, ignore everything and continue on with our merry lives, because that is exactly how you maintain happiness.
Yes, ignoring the problem is totally okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Ignoring the problem is totally okay.
I was being sarcastic.
I was not. You should do the things that you need to do. I will do the things that I need to do. And when we're done, we can go kill some crazy bitch.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Sounds like a good idea to me.
You just stands in front of him and plants herself there and just stares at him.
Alright, now I'm going to go, if you'll excuse me, I have a supplier to see. And he brushes past you and begins exiting the room.
I would just let him go for now.
He's running and it's pissing me off.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck trying to fix him.
You can't just fix a person.
I know. That's why I'm saying good luck. I'm being sarcastic.
Oh.
Has he left the room?
Yeah, he's out of the room.
He's kind of a coward, so good luck.
He is gonna kill you one day. Holy shit.
But I'll deserve it.
You
Yeah.
keep calling him a coward. And yet how many times has he thrown his life in front of yours? Despite the fact that he doesn't seem to enjoy your company.
That just makes him honorable. Doesn't make him not a coward. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't appreciate every time he's done it.
Akira's like marking on the wall with chalk. He goes, damn.
It's not a coward. Or maybe he's just stupid.
No, he's going to spiral soon and it's not going to be very good.
I mean, I wouldn't throw myself in the line for myself.
That's not what I was talking about.
I wouldn't throw myself in front of you either.
I don't expect anyone to. You know me? I'm not the best person.
Agreed. He just keeps trying.
Well, at least you're honest with yourself, because you're not very honest with anybody else.
Hey, I'm trying to be honest with you guys. Really
It's
hard. Trust me.
appreciated. But now we have a crazy bitch on the loose that wants you dead, and it's kind of your fault. And there's a good chance that we're all gonna die because of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I am genuinely sorry. I debated mentioning before we leave my thoughts, and I figured waiting couldn't hurt till we got back. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
I mean,
And Rel actually bows her head a little.
women are crazy. You have to always expect that they're gonna explode at any moment.
Yeah, you'd think being one myself I would know that, but nope.
I'm gonna chalk it up to you just being socially stupid.
Fair.
I I would have used the word inept, but yeah.
I believe the kids these days are calling it the big dumb.
Also fair. When did you get hip?
I'm trying to keep up on modern takes. The hot takes, I think they're called.
That small amount of street kids you just brought up, you kind of just fell back down.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Now I do the dab.
Oh. Akira dabs.
Oh my god. Oh. He just seems like this 40-year-old dad that's like, I'm trying to fit in.
That's Akira in a nutshell. Dude is like 300 something years old. He's a middle-aged elf. He's not even middle-aged. He's actually kind of old. Elves don't live quite as long in Arum. And so he's like, yeah, they like 500 max instead of like 750. Their lifespan is somewhat reduced. There's
How is that other fucker 700?
Oh, buddy.
You know what? I don't want to know. Amalia doesn't want to know.
Certain classes extend your lifespan by a considerable amount.
Wait, is he a druid?
He could be.
Druids get scrying?
He could be.
You
You also don't know. You also don't know his exact age.
That's true. You said that we could guesstimate around 700.
Right.
He might just be like
true.
495 and he just didn't age well.
That's true.
Either that or he's from a different realm.
Or he's a mortal.
Or he's just a druid.
Yeah.
Very possible. Even likely.
I feel like this is where you're like on the cusp of telling us, guys, I told you he was a druid.
No,
Okay.
I did not tell you his class.
Okay.
Mostly because he doesn't technically have a class, quote unquote.
Oh.
Yeah, most NPCs don't have a player class.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Could just
I
be a
guess that
vigil
makes
thing.
sense. Yeah.
So,
All
what
right,
are you guys doing in camp?
I'm reading books.
Okay.
I specifically have the names of the books too, so.
Oh joy.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I gotta go. There's something that just came up. My toe just removed itself from my foot and started walking away. Just
You sounded super serious at first, and I'm like, what's going on?
Could be
You're
bad
like,
news.
my toe. And I'm like, oh.
It's nothing serious on my part, at least.
yeah. All right. So, what are you guys doing while you're in town?
Who wants to go first?
I'm writing down the books I'm reading in order.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
I guess I'm gonna have to wait for you. For
You to finish.
yeah, 'cause I know a bit about magic, but I've never completely messed around with spell scrolls. I guess Amalia hasn't, so
That's fair.
she wouldn't know how much it was gonna cost or anything like that, and she's broke.
Mm-hmm.
Could I give a rough estimate?
For what specifically?
A spell scroll.
What spell
Third
scroll?
level spell.
The tiny
Oh.
bit.
You know that they go ahead and roll me a mercantile check.
23.
not bad. They can run anywhere from about 300 to 700 gold, depending.
Oh,
Yeah, they're not exactly cheap.
that's fair. Cause yeah, I need the spell scroll, and then on top of that, I need money to mess around with. Yeah, that's
Okay, we can go sell some things, and then I can split off the gold. First, we need to stop by and talk to Poe, because I don't really think she got to say what she fully wanted to say.
okay. Don't die.
I don't plan
None
on
of us are allowed to die. Again.
it again.
2 of us have already died. 2? Yeah, 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't include Siege, but he's dead again, so I think we can just
Count him off?
pretend that never. Yeah, we can just pretend that never happened.
Okay then. That's fair.
Our companions, our companions don't die every time they come out with us. What are you talking about?
It seems to be a pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the part where we just leave Xiao in town after we resurrect him.
Go for it.
I wanna leave Xiao
You pick up a new companion named pick up a new companion named
Elias.
Water Bottle Coke Can.
Nice.
I'm assuming you just found random shit in your room.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell my creativity meter is like off the charts today.
Does he do coke?
No, actually, he's very opposed to drugs.
Oh, okay. I thought, considering he'd be a can of coke, he would just do coke.
No. He's a can of Coke, which in this world is actually just sparkling water. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Fancy.
So he's
Right?
normal water, sparkling water.
Yeah. Sure.
Sounds gay.
His parents must have
I'm
been
in.
special.
Yeah, probably. More than likely.
Normal water, sparkling water. Go out on an adventure because people keep making fun of us.
Alright, I'll meet you at the outside the exit of this place. No,
The
the library.
Grove? Oh, the Athenaeum.
The Athenaeum, yes. And we can walk down
Alright.
together. Yeah, I'm gonna go find Poe.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Damn. 13.
Okay. 13. It's really she's pretty difficult to find sometimes. Is something that you notice. You don't see her anywhere.
Do I see Bryce?
No.
Go back to Akira. Do you happen to have a sending still?
Not right now. No.
Damn it. Do you know where Poe might be?
I don't keep track of them. No.
Okay. I'll go meet up with Amalia.
Okay. All right. Go meet up with Amalia. Amalia, what are you doing?
Probably just would have been standing there, messing with prestidigitation.
Okay. You just mess with prestidigitation then. Sure.
Fire and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, fire and stuff. It's important. All right. Well, Rel, God help me.
Hi.
Fucking.
Have fun. I'm going to go to the bathroom as you do this.
Okay. Give me the strength to continue. All right. Hi, Rel. How are you? All right. Give me a book.
I listed them in order. Which ones I would like to
Oh
read.
God. All right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a bath. No.
No, this'll be done quick. You read them all, and your eyeballs fall out from the struggle. No. Let's see here. So, Shadow of Norda Tarot. This one is a fantasy novel, essentially. It's just detailing the goings on of something a little creepy in Norda Tarot. For a while, it was thought that there were these shadows that would pop up occasionally, and all of them would terrorize a citizen or two. Sometimes they attach to one citizen in particular. Other times they would appear and terrorize like granaries and stuff like that, and frighten people. But for the most part, they were considered effectively supernatural pests. And that was until that the people found out that you could speak to them. They were sentient. They were sapient. Each one seemed to have its own little personality. Each one seemed to kind of have its own goals in mind and its own reason for being. And these shadows, as they existed one by one in these little towns across this frozen hellscape that is Norda Tarot, were eventually each banished one by one by a warrior priest who went by the name of Brecht. And you recognize the name. Pretty much anyone from Astoria would recognize the name Brecht, as he is the most recent commemoration to the ancestors. There's actually debate around his existence entirely. You're not even sure if Brecht really existed. Many philosophers state that Brecht wasn't one, but many different people all doing a bunch of things. Haha, there's no Jesus allegory here. But the legend of Brecht and what he is commemorated for in this ancestral temple is progression, liberation from tyranny, and action. He was a man of swift, decisive action, and the words that are usually used to commemorate him are act with wisdom, but always act. Brecht got rid of the shadow. How he did that, it's not detailed. It starts to detail how Brecht swept across the land and one by one freed each town of its specter. But and then he left. That was his tour of Norda Tarot, was freeing it from the grasp of the shadows.
All right.
The mythos of Norden, this one's pretty simple. There's not really anything for me to tell you here because you pretty much already know just about everything involved. The mythos, or the myths, kind of colloquially, I can't talk tonight. Kill me. Colloquially, coconuts.
Colloidal.
I can't. I'm trying to stop myself here. Coitus. All right. Anyways, so the myths of Norden are one of the old religions, and it's still practiced, though not nearly to the extent that it was. Typically, even in Norda Tarot and Crinita Chrono and Astoria, the main religion is the ancestral temple or the circles. Those are pretty much the main two. And the ancestral temple and the circles kind of coexist. The circles are less of a religion and more of a like basic philosophy of life. So you can technically belong to both religions at the same time, and they're fine with that. So the myths were essentially like the Norden's old gods. Basically, they're called the Great Ones of the North because they detail several spirits: the raven, the dragon, the tree, the phoenix, the bear, the fox, and the shadow. There's other minor spirits. There are many minor spirits. It's kind of a form of spiritism, basically. But these are the greater spirits that were worshipped widely in Nordatero once, and Crenita Chrono, and even parts of northern Astoria. Even now, you can still go to Craigsland and find people that still worship the myths. Each of the myths is thought to represent two different facets of humanity. Each of them has a virtue and a vice, so to speak. For example, the phoenix is known for its kindness, but also its envy. And the idea behind the myths is yeah, you're raven, the shadow raven. The idea behind the myths is more kind of representing that you can't have good without bad. Like the bad comes with the good. The only thing you can do is mitigate some of the bad. So those who worship the phoenix in particular are extremely kind-hearted individuals. But they know that envy is their downfall. Envy is the killer of kindness. And so they do their best to staunch that envy. Be as kind as possible and do not covet what others have. Do they fail? Frequently, yes. Just like any set of beliefs, any philosophy or religion, people often fail. But the myths teach that failure is not something to be scorned or shunned. It is an inevitable thing, and you should welcome a return from failure. You should work to overcome that failure rather than prevent it altogether, because preventing failure isn't something you can do. Like, to fail is to be human, or in this case, a person, whatever, dwarves, etc. So, but it kind of just details each one of these. You already have a list of the 7 great spirits, and there are many minor spirits, things like the sword and the shield, the crown, just stuff like that. But those are treated in a slightly different way, and they seem rather insignificant to the religion as a whole. Okay. General thesis on gods and monsters. This one is kind of interesting because it details a lot. It covers a lot of religion. It talks about dragon worship. It talks about ancestor worship. It talks about the Temple of the Unfurled, which is like the original. They're this kind of old dragon worship cult, essentially. The Durako, it talks about them and how they rose to power. Presumably, there are many theories, but they are older than written history. So, talks about the ancestral temple. It talks about the circles and their role. It even kind of weirdly, whoever wrote this talks about the circles with a little bit of disdain. They don't seem to like them very much. It talks about the myths of Norden and even makes fun of them for even suggesting that such things could exist. It talks about spirit worship or spiritism, and it's kind of linked to the world as a whole. Out of all the like supernatural religions, spirit worship is probably the most widespread. Of the myths of Arum, spirits are like the most common and widely accepted. They're kind of they're known to be like an embodiment of reality, like pieces of the world itself that kind of float between corporeal and ethereal forms. People know that spirits exist, or they're certain that they do, but it's kind of dark mattery, where it's like, we know this shit is real, but we're not certain, what form it might take, etc. It's widely thought that spirits were extremely plentiful in Arum for a long time, and after the defeat of Viscera and the Undying, it's almost as if they started disappearing. So that's, yeah. There have been reports. This isn't mentioned in the book, but this is kind of like a floating rumor that spirits have started appearing in Everly. But it almost seems like the kind of like a folk tale. So, and Everly, is really far east Astoria. And there's something interesting, something you've not encountered before in this book, and that is the giants. Now, myths of giants are a thing. They're, of course, a boogeyman. They don't exist. There's no proof that a giant's ever existed. The closest thing that you have, that you know of, are furbolgs. And your furbolgs are rather hefty individuals. They are tall and huge. And then you also have trolls. Trolls do exist. They kind of roam some of the welder parts of places, especially Illitath. Trolls are usually found in Illitath. There are some in the Silver Isles, sand trolls. Those are pretty nasty from what you've heard. But in terms of actual giants, as they're described in this book, this is kind of a like a bedtime story, basically, and it talks about the great giant kingdoms of the North and South. It talks about a frozen land to the south called Ikatha, and I will spell that for you. And how Ikatha, yeah.
What was that?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's this frozen land to the south, that presumably was one of the great giant kingdoms, and it talks about the rise and fall of the giants and how they were worshipped as gods just due to their sheer power over nature and you've heard some of this, but this takes it to a level of just ridiculousness, and the fact that it's even included in like a very serious thesis on modern and ancient religion is kind of hilarious.
Okay.
So.
Oops. Ow! My butt. Ugh.
Okay. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, World Wings and Aether. Pretty much everyone knows the stories of the World Wings, and it's even basically been proven, and it's widely accepted that the World Wings existed or did exist at one point. And many, if not pretty much the whole world, believe that this dragon that has appeared, Avier, is one of those World Wings. He kind of fits the description. He's the size of a small continent. He is innately magical, has shown himself to be able to control magics beyond that of any normal mage. And it's not even just control, just magic happens around him. And these all fit the very idea of a World Wing. It talks about World Wing's raw connection to Aether, and goes on to explain in detail how this author believes that World Wings aren't just some huge beasts to be slain. They're not just some amazingly powerful magical creature. No. This author posits that the World Wings are directly connected to the Aether itself and actually serve as something... Oh, excuse me. And actually serve as something called anchors.
Guild Wars 2, hello?
maybe. Actually serve as something called anchors to the world, in which they are responsible, maybe not for manifesting magic, but they are responsible for directing its flow. And that without world wings, magic would surely cease to exist in the world. This actually brings up spirit worship as well, spiritism, and the legends of the spirits and how they started disappearing after Viserion, and it mentions that perhaps spirits were directly connected to this world wing. Perhaps it was responsible for their very existence, and its death has caused them to leave this planet. And in the thesis on gods and monsters, it's talking about religions and stuff. It also does mention a religion that you're aware exists and is not taking super seriously, but it's the worship of celestial bodies, specifically the stars, the sun, and the moons. There's 2 moons on Arum. There's the Watcher and the Celestial, and then there's the sun, which is mostly just called the light, and then there's the stars, which are just stars.
Okay.
So, and that is actually a surprisingly widespread religion is the worship of celestial bodies. So, and
yeah,
but that's
a book previously that mentioned that.
Yep. And that is the end of World Wings and Aether. And finally, Essence of Magic. In summary, Essence of Magic details the uses of Aether, its reason for existing, and how Aether is a force of creation. It is what causes life to be. It's what causes us to be able to think, to feel, to experience. It essentially conflates Aether with consciousness, and says that they are one and the same ultimately. It also goes on to talk about other forms of Aether, or adjacent magics. One of them is Alter, which you have become somewhat familiar with at this point. And Alter, while it's kind of hypothetical, Alter is thought to be able to change Aether fundamentally at a fundamental elementary level. This is things like making the magic that causes a firebolt to create fire instead create ice. Things that would involve transformation magic. Instead of being able to cast a spell that transforms somebody into something, you can now cast a spell that transforms the air into liquid, etc. So Alter is called Alter specifically because it alters the rules of magic. Alter is a force not of creation but of change. And then you hit the last few pages, and it's talking about the idea behind these forces and how if there's a creation and a change, how do you balance that? Surely there has to also be a destruction. And this book posits that there is a destructive force of magic that annihilates Aether that it comes in contact with, just utterly. And that is called Umber. And that's basically where the book ends.
Isn't that what my pseudo dragon technically is called? An umber.
Umber.
Umber. Okay.
They sound similar because the words come from a similar origin. Both Umber and Umber mean the same thing. They mean darkness. Just different languages. Umber, I believe, comes from more Germanic languages, and Umber is straight out of Old Norse. There's also Umbra, which is I don't know what language that's from, but it also means the same thing. It essentially means darkness or black or destruction, etc. It's kind of associated with those things.
Question.
Yeah.
This form of altar that it talks about, is that similar to how I changed Firebolt into Bolt?
similar, but it's what you did is a parlor trick compared to what it's talking about.
Yeah.
It's similar. It's along the same vein of thinking. It's just nowhere near the scale.
Hmm. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So, Spirit and you, what are y'all doing?
Well, I couldn't find her. You ready to go? I'll look for her again later.
Yeah. I was just waiting on you. That made my brain hurt.
Oh. I gotta go. All right. So what are y'all doing in town?
To the forward camp, of course.
Okay, to the Ford camp.
Got a lot of things to sell.
Okay. Like what?
Like that.
Roll me an investigation or roll me a d20.
A D20. Gotcha.
Yeah.
A 1, apparently.
So you're looking at selling some gemstones, and well,
This is gonna be a big no.
they're just not in high demand. Also, why do you have 30,000 gold of gemstones? Hold on, what?
That's from the giant thingy that we killed.
Are you sure that wasn't 3,000 gold worth of gemstones?
You said approximately 3,000 worth of gemstones, and you said a total of 30k total. Or at least that's how I took it. You said they
all
were
right.
big and fist size.
All right. So let's see.
I might have mistook that, but you can renege that if you want me to.
I mean, I can go look at my notes. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's 10 gemstones in total, worth about 3,000 gold.
Okay. Because you never gave me the amount of how many
I don't care. It's 10 gemstones, around 3,000 gold total.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Yep.
How many vials of blood do you have?
It says at the end there, I think.
It
1.
it doesn't.
I think it says
Okay.
1.
All right.
Let me double check. Actually, there's 2.
Okay.
Technically, it's 1.5. Wait. Yeah. We were able to get a vial.
Coral
and a half.
Drake side? What is Coral Drake side?
Hide.
Scale?
Hide.
Okay. Okay. So you're gonna try to sell the Coral Drake hide?
Yeah.
All right.
Not like we got much use for it.
Sure.
Unless somebody's got a project in mind.
All right, and you rolled one of those things called a good old 1.
It's probably going to be a flat no.
Probably. So for the lot, they're offering that.
No. No.
It's less than the fucking 28 gemstones. What?
No.
Yep. Gemstones are not in high demand at the moment. They don't have a need for them.
That's fair.
So, most of what they're offering for here is the Coral Drake hide.
No.
They do seem interested in that, and they're offering about 300 gold for that.
Still no.
Okay. But yeah, they're not interested in the other stuff, especially the cave fisher meat. what is this guy's name? Hold on. Kasa. His name's Kasa. He takes a whiff of it and goes, oh God. Oh, what have you brought me? Oh, I'll take it back. You take a whiff and it's just like,
It literally smells like lobster.
Wouldn't it be rotted by now?
yeah, I was about to say, did you salt it?
You really need to get salt.
Yeah, y'all don't have any salt at all on you. I checked.
Well,
You can always find more cave fishers though. They're plentiful.
it's okay. I think I need to get rid of the bullet meat.
Yeah, that stuff's gross by now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yep.
Well,
find a spot to dump that.
You
Throw it into
take
the corner.
you take a big handful out and it just kind of all the skin, like the bones, stay in your hand and all the skin just sloughs off of
Oh.
it.
Oh.
Hope no one was eating.
Oh.
I think we started eating rations after a bit because even I was like, yeah, I don't want to try to cook it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh. Speaking
Yeah,
of that,
so right now you might
Getting
keeping
rid of
it.
that drop.
I'm
Yeah.
keeping everything. I'm not gonna. Nope.
yeah, you might keep it. You might see if maybe Anastasia might want some of this, maybe.
Yeah.
Can we go in there without getting brutally murdered?
Can
We can.
Amalia and you possibly can Rel? I don't know.
We're associated with Rel.
Doesn't speak for our actions.
you didn't betray her secrets, though.
The first thing I would say is, yeah, I'm not associated with her anymore. And if she asked me to elaborate, I would say I had nothing to do with what she decided to do.
You're going to have to prove this to me. I need you to kill your friend, please.
Alright, done. I don't want to piss off a fucking powerful spellcaster.
I think she's the same level as you technically.
No.
She just has a fucking army.
Yeah, but the kobolds willingly cut themselves. I don't.
The kobolds
Scare
the
me.
kobolds lay down their lives for Anastasia. Fight the kobold army. Do it. I need this.
Hunger of Adar.
Kobolds are just like, oh, we've never seen this one before.
They just start rolling around in them.
Alright. So,
Milky.
without actually.
Ow,
We still
ow,
got
ow, ow.
plenty of gold for anything we really want to do until we can get the rest of the scrap sold.
Yeah, I know we got like an immense amount of gold at some point. I don't
Okay.
even remember where it
Here's
came
what-
from.
Here is what everybody gets.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
pretty good actually.
We got a lot. I
Um,
think it came from like Balak and Sul or something.
Yeah, he had a lot of gold. He
yeah,
had
a
all
lot
the
of
gold that he was using to pay the slavers with. You guys got got a shipment of gold that was supposed to go to the slavers, and that was quite a chunk.
Look, I have money again.
Yep, and then
I
put it
don't
back
I don't pay
in.
any attention to how much money y'all have. I just generate. I press a button and it tells me how much you get based off of this creature's CR. That's the way I give out gold now. It works.
Unless if you want to convert it all to gold and then remove the weight. Because that actually seems like a legit system or something. If you want. You talked about that, but you never actually tried it in one of our games yet.
It's not something I'm gonna mess with right now.
Okay.
So we'll mess with it later.
Just asking.
Yeah.
How much? 18.
I just gained all of those 11 pounds back
Oops,
that
sorry.
I lost from the fucking bullet meat.
Well, technically,
I still need rations.
we got plenty of gold. And, yeah. Okay, the gold is gone off that. Time to update this. Update my sheet.
Ooh.
That should definitely give me enough gold to upgrade if I need to. And make sure to put that on Xiao's sheet as well.
Okay, so you've done the sellings.
Well, we attempted to do the sellings.
We attempted
Right.
to.
Yeah, sure.
I just hand her the sack and say, "There you go. That's all I needed it for."
Hmm.
Anything else?
I apparently need to head to the Grove to find that representative.
Do you need
I don't
help?
know if there's anything. I would enjoy the company. I don't.
Okay. That's
I'm
fine.
suddenly scared for my own life, so
Hmm.
Try to have a
unless you
poker
have.
face about it.
Yeah.
I got some people to
Yeah.
go check up on, but other than that, and get this armor upgraded to studded, but that can wait.
Well, if you want to deal with that, I could probably go alone. I don't think I'll get lost.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I
I'll
don't
go
think
with
I'll
you.
get lost. Gets lost. Oh.
Yeah. I think she's only been to the Grove once,
This is fair.
which is funny.
Nothing's funny about the Grove. It's very serious. They take their plants very seriously.
So says the high individual that is whatever his name is.
Okay.
Hey, is there anything wrong with being high all the time? I mean, I'm pretty chill. I get my job done. What's what are you what are you saying here?
Nothing. Didn't say anything.
It's only a problem if you're dependent.
Uh, I mean, I depend on my friends. Is that a problem?
Okay, well, not I meant to.
I love Caitlin. Anyways, continue. So, you're headed to the Grove, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Heading to the Grove. You remember the way. It's pretty easy. It's just south of the Ford camp, and you start scooting on down there, and enter into the Grove. You see Kalen. Currently, he's talking with the wild elf druid, Guteri, and there's a couple of other like people there that you don't recognize. They're probably like assistants or other things. There is a mage binder sitting in here. He's actually standing, just kind of. It almost seems like he's keeping watch in this area. And as before, there's many kids in here. This is kind of it's doubles as not only like a small farm, but also as a nursery.
Why are there kids here?
Because people snuck in their kids.
Well, it's not just snuck in there, kids. Like these people are professional adventurers. They can choose to leave their, especially with the Historian Explorers Guild in particular. They can choose to leave their children in a home, or they can bring them. And it was supposed to just be a normal dig.
That's fair.
Yeah, like the adventurers were called only once the structure was found, and the idea was set up camp up top, and then go down into the dungeon by day and then come back out by night. Didn't work out.
Nope. Did not work out at all.
We made a mistake.
Well, we done fucking goofed. But the children kind of stay here, and this grove acts as a nursery for the kids. It keeps them out of the way of more dangerous things. Like psychotic sorcerers.
You think she would have went here with the seed, like corrupt the Druid Grove? Apparently she has a bit of a heart.
No, she doesn't.
Maybe there's a reason she didn't come here.
Because
Who
the
knows?
seed would have been destroyed if it had started growing here. They would have noticed.
Considering how many people she killed, I think she would have killed these people too.
Oh yeah, totally.
She would have just killed them all and then planted the seed and been along her merry way. And that
Mhm.
she
I don't know. Weird.
didn't.
I don't know. But as you enter, Amalia, there's this little trickle at the top of your brain. Anyway, continue.
That's fucked, yo.
I know, right? So, you enter in. That's what you see. What are you doing?
Probably approaching Kalen since he's really the only one I know.
You know Guteri as well. You've talked to the Guteri. But as you approach Kalen,
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good.
That's
How's everything
good.
down here?
That's good. It's good, you know?
That's good.
Yeah.
Glad to see everyone's kind of having fun.
Yeah.
he turns and looks. There's a bunch of kids like running around the base of. In the grove itself. There's a central tree, and it's pretty much the only tree they've gotten to grow. And it's just this huge hardy oak tree, and it's grown pretty tall. And around the tree there are many different types of shrubs and bushes, and there's actually grass growing here.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is that tree look familiar, like in the vision?
Was it you that had the vision?
Yeah, I took the memory away from that guy.
Right.
And it had an oak tree in it.
I mean, it's not quite as big, but other than that, it's an oak tree.
But also had the open sky in it.
Yeah, there was an open sky.
Yeah, but the sky could have been an illusion. But the tree could have been a real object.
I like how, as a player, you automatically assume that everything is like an illusion or lying.
Thank you.
How many times have you thrown illusions at us in this campaign?
How many?
2.
Yeah, like
One,
maybe 2.
2. We've kind of considered 3.
Maybe I could see 3. I could see 3. I don't tend to use illusions unless they're particularly effective ones.
Yeah, technically 3. Yeah.
The illusion room, that was one.
Yeah, the illusion room. The guy that was filling in for Akira, and then there was the rock slide.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's the third one you were thinking about. All right.
What's yours?
With the whole button system, Amalia's kind of thinking that the shadow room might be an illusion, but she's not sure.
Okay.
She doesn't want to, just rush in there and test it, obviously, but
No, you should do that.
She's just kind of no. No.
When your DM encourages you to do it.
If your DM encourages you to do it, you probably shouldn't do it.
Something
Well,
beware the smiling
good
DM.
news is hopefully Haruka switched the switch back off when she poked it.
She seemed to be.
I'm just hitting buttons at random.
We did hit the button on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
Right.
We hit
So,
both
yeah, and
buttons.
she seemed to be pushing them twice, so. Right. Kaylin, do you happen to know where I might find... Oh. I didn't get their name, but they're a representative that knows how to do more supportive magic.
If you're looking for supportive magic, I think me and KillerEve have got you covered. What are they representative of?
Oh no.
It started with a K.
No, it didn't.
Didn't it start with an H?
No.
With a V.
Are we all wrong?
Oh my gosh. This is good. This is good.
I didn't pay attention. It didn't involve me.
This is good. This makes me happy. It was Vargar.
I was right. It did start with a V.
Yeah, but you got it. Everything else wrong.
Yeah.
It was Vargar.
I was the closest.
probably the name I forgot. Oh my god, I'm bad.
It's okay. So,
They're a representative of Vargar.
Varga, yeah. I'm thinking you're gonna meet her in a second. And he turns and looks towards the tree, and you see this flash of light just flying around the tree, kind of playing with the kids. And hey, Rue, Rue. I'll get
I
her
hate
in
you
a
so
second.
much.
I'll get her in a second. Hey, Rue. It'll just take a second. Don't worry about it. Hey, Rue. She's having a lot of fun. All right. Hey, here she comes. She starts floating over. She starts floating over, and this ball of light approaches you rather quickly, and eventually just stops right in front of you. And you see about 6, 7, 8 inches tall. There's this small person. She looks vaguely elven, perhaps. She has short, really dark hair. It's not quite black, but it's got almost like a blue sheen to it. It's kind of like a really dark purple hair. And just these big eyes that just look up at you with just this excitement and curiosity. She's wearing this really frilly dress made out of what looks like maybe pink lace, and she's got a pair of wings on her back that you see they're just like hummingbird wings. They you every now and then you catch just a glimpse of them. They look kind of like dragonfly wings, or maybe even butterfly wings, really. But she stops and she just kind of hovers in the air, and she raises one hand just pretty much at head height and just waves to you and just smiles. Just as a note, she can't speak. She got hurt at some point or something.
Oh.
Yeah. She can understand everything you're saying. She just can't speak.
God damn it.
Rue is a
Ha!
newt.
go ahead.
I'm just thinking, I've never dealt with a pixie before.
No one has. That's actually an interesting point of order. You've heard about pixies, but none of you have ever seen a pixie before.
I remember that my master dealt with them.
Nah, that's right. Your master dealt with pixies. You yourself have not encountered a pixie, though.
That's how I knew it was a pixie, though.
Right.
Well, hi, Rue.
She smiles and waves.
I was told by Akira that you might be the one to inquire about a tiny hut spell scroll.
Kind of cocks her head to the side and narrows her eyes just a little bit. Kind of looks a little curious and puts her. She essentially makes the thonking emoji for a second. She nods her head.
How much might you charge if I were to ask for you to make me one? I could also attempt to get the materials for you that you might need.
She kind of taps her chin a few times and looks like she's thinking, and she holds up she holds up all 10 fingers, and then it almost looks like she's just saying 10 for a second, and then she kind of claps them together, and this illusion appears in the air in front of you, and it's of what looks like several plants. You're not sure, but she goes over to the illusion. She picks one of the illusionary plants up, and she shows it to you. And you can roll me a nature check here if you want.
Oh no.
12. Okay. You're not entirely sure what this is, but she points to it, and she holds up 5 fingers. She points to it again. She holds up 5 fingers.
What kind of plant is that?
You can roll me a nature check if you would like.
Nope. I was
you
also
have no
asking
idea.
the druid.
Oh, okay. Kaylin
looks at the he looks at it and that's a DM needs to check their notes plan.
But if I had to guess, she's asking you for this plant. And 5 of them?
That would make sense.
1 second. That's a dragon lily. Pretty rare. Oh, looks like she's needing some. I don't think we have any seeds for it here. That's probably what she's wanting to grow some here. They've got some. They've got some pretty specific properties. They're good augmenters for making potions and the like. Adding some to a healing potion might make it a little more potent, you know?
Oh, that would make sense as to why she would want them then. They do sound pretty
nods.
important.
So
She nods a
the
bunch.
seed or the plant?
She points to the plant again and she holds up 5 fingers.
5 of the plant.
Nods again.
All right.
Mm, some of the merchants might have some.
She shakes her head when you say that.
I'm guessing she's probably asked all of them.
Mm-hmm. She forms another illusion in the air, and this one is of the side of a volcano, and you can see that there are many of these plants here. And then she kind of manipulates the illusion to show fire. I think she's telling you they grow really well in hot conditions.
I think if I know a place, we can check there.
Yeah, we did come across some fire, I think.
That place was fucking hot.
Oh! We
Yeah.
were right there!
Yeah, the place that with the big giant thingy, remember?
Yeah.
She makes the volcano kind of explode a little bit, and like lava runs down the side of it. And when it hits the dragon lilies, it actually kind of parts around them.
Is that place hot enough?
Maybe. I mean, it's the
There
hottest
was-
place we've encountered.
I would suggest where we found that living fire, but it seemed to get cooler when we
We killed it.
yeah, that.
And I don't... All I was doing was melting that ore. I was talking about the room that we found that was...
Yeah, I know that room. I just...
Or maybe we can find something on the 3rd floor.
Well, we'll check out the room. If it's not there, we can check floor 3, and we'll try and get these
We could-
dragon lilies as soon as we can.
we could
She nods and smiles.
also- We could also see if the kobolds have them. Worth
I
a
was
shot.
thinking of asking Anastasia.
It's another option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a plan.
A shaky
Fucking-
one, but a plan.
Look at the one room they might be in, and we barely even went into the damn thing. Alright.
She holds out her hand to shake. Her whole arm is like the size of your index finger.
Use your pinky.
I guess I reached my pinky out?
She shakes your pinky.
Alright. This is horrible.
Surprisingly firm grip for something that's 6 inches tall.
All right, we'll be back with those as soon as we can.
She gives you a thumbs up, like very anime thumbs up, and then transforms into the ball of light again and goes and plays with the kids some more.
Oh.
Kaylin's like, she's a good one. Yeah, she's a good one. And Gutierrez just like, huh. Pixies are weird, man.
She seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's all right. Not sure where she comes from. She's from Vargas, she says, but I don't think so. Ain't my business, though.
She can't speak, so I'm guessing she did that with illusions?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, thank you for helping me find her as well, Kaylin.
Yeah, no problem. All you gotta do is just ask, and Kaylin's here to help, you know?
is there anything else you need to do here?
Yeah, is there anything else you need to do here?
I don't believe so.
Alright. We'll be here if you need anything. Takes out a pipe and just starts puffing on it.
Of course. I'm surprised. Is Xiao here?
No.
Oh.
Though this would be a good place for Xiao to hang out.
I was thinking, like, is this just what Xiao does in his spare time?
Zhao deals in more illicit substances than these two might deal in.
Oh.
These two are the equivalent of smoking pot. Zhao's over here doing coke.
Oh.
Yeah. Whiteleaf is pretty serious. Whiteleaf is it is essentially, it provides the same effects as like an amphetamine. Yeah. Not good.
Okay.
Yep.
Xiao needs help.
No shit.
What? I mean, would I even know anything about Whiteleaf?
Well, you know a little bit about it. Where is Amalia from? What city again? Did we ever even decide that?
I don't think I ever decided a city. I just specified the Dawnswood.
Okay, so you're from the Dawnswood. You were probably from like a smaller village in the Dawnswood. There's a lot of tiny. You know where you were from? You know where you were from? I bet you would have been from Greyspire. It's a tiny little village. It's called Greyspire because the temple in the middle of the city is a gray spire. But it's a farming community. It's probably got about 500, 600 people total in it. Or you could go one up something bigger to about like 5,000, 6,000 people and go Pearlwood. Those are both settlements right on the edge of the Dawnswood, not actually in it. And there's a few settlements that are actually in the Dawnswood, though those are a little bit more rare.
Okay.
Whichever you would be from, you would probably know at least a little bit about Whiteleaf. There are a bunch of other herbs that do produce similar effects as well.
So how much would you know?
You would know a lot because Whiteleaf is legal in the Silver Isles.
Amalia.
Oh.
He definitely needs help.
Yee.
And like
think of, so in terms of the Silver Isles, imagine readily available legal heroin with no support structure behind it. None. There's no like rehab centers or anything in Silver Isles. It's just you're allowed to sell almost anything in the Silver Isles. The only thing that's banned really is slaves. That's about it. And a few substances and a few things are contraband. But outside of that,
you was a slave, technically.
you were also a secret.
Yep.
So, but And I'm not even sure that the council of the Arphidaya Council would even consider you a person. So maybe you wouldn't even be considered for
True.
that law. But anyways, so coming from the Silver Isles, you've actually seen some of the shit that goes down in like the slums and stuff. Where drugs like Whiteleaf, there is one that's called, I'm not gonna go through all my notes. It's something. It's like anyway. So there's another drug that comes from this root, and people boil it and then mash it. And when it's mashed, they then set it out to dry and smoke it, and it produces like extreme hallucinatory effects. And so there's like Whiteleaf, and there's this other drug, and then there's the stuff that Kaylin is smoking right now, which is
Tame.
yeah, it's pretty tame. It's not a big deal. But with Whiteleaf and the other stuff, you've seen addicts in the slums and stuff, and they can get bad. Whiteleaf is extremely addictive.
Oh no.
Key. And Xiao was in withdrawal for a little while before he died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The party just finds Xiao on the side of the fucking like camp, just going. And then there was fucking butterflies, and that's sad.
Oh no.
So,
You asked for this. This was gonna be a simple dungeon crawler, but no.
We
Yeah.
needed a healer.
Y'all had to go get political and everything else. Nah, this is y'all's fault. This is all y'all's fault.
Ah.
not my fault.
I have no regrets.
I take none of the blame here.
I take some of the blame.
Simple dungeon crawler turns into an extremely like political subterfuge intrigue campaign.
Oh my god. What have we
delves
done?
into aspects of the human psyche, like abuse and drug use, regret and loss, grief.
I don't know. I feel like even if we wouldn't have talked to Haruka, I think she still would have went apeshit crazy. So you know,
Probably. Maybe.
probably, maybe might have just taken her a
Or-
little bit longer. You know.
Or maybe not hitting the statue, which I think was the trigger.
Maybe if y'all hadn't found the blade in the one shot, weird.
What? We were the ones that found the blade.
We were?
Yeah.
Mm.
It was on the Guardian.
Who took it?
I don't remember that. I think it was your friend Korvek. Or maybe.
Korvac would have eaten it.
Think so? Probably, actually. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I know you guys found the blade.
Because
I
we were
don't
like,
remember who took
here, drink a health potion, and drank the ate it actually.
That's true.
See, I think Korvac
Yeah.
would have eaten the blade.
Strange axe blade.
I
This
would not
can't
say.
help me. Eat it.
That's fair. So I don't know who found it.
I
don't
forgot
remember.
about that.
Aha!
Oh, fuck the person who handed it over to the vigil.
Yeah, fuck that person.
Katarina would have handed it over.
It
Hmm.
wasn't me.
I don't know if she had it, but she would have if she did.
Mhm.
Fucking. We're terrible people.
Are
That
you
thing
or
was actually really good.
character also had wings?
Yeah.
Rip.
Right. I think that was it for me. For now.
Okay.
Alright.
And you, is there anything else that you're doing in town?
Yes, I am. Well, Amalia needs to do a buy list. She needs salt and rations.
I do
You might
need to do a buy list.
You need to do a buy list. I'm about to.
Okay.
For right now, let's go see how much the leather I have on to to upgrade it.
Oh, no, what the hell? Don't stop. I've turned off bold like 3 times and it's like, oh, you want it bold again? No.
No,
And it's telling you to go fuck yourself.
I do not. I do not want the bold. All right. So what else are you doing?
Question:
Just post it in
Yeah.
the chat.
how long would it take me to read all these books?
Given that general thesis on gods and monsters would take you a day, easy, and that's with Rel's intelligence. It would take other people like a week. The others would probably take you a day or two total, so like 2.5 days roughly.
Alright.
So. Okay, and okay, so you're just trying to get armor upgraded to studded leather. So you're trying to take your current armor and put studs in it. That sounds like a very difficult thing to do.
I guess. I don't know.
Kappa.
I'm not a leather worker.
So, yeah, roll. There is a leather worker in.
Did he
All right.
survive?
I was just about to say that there was a leather worker. He was a member of the fucking Lynx. Okay, let me see. If,
Actually,
God.
I think it was.
Wait.
There was one other dude that I dealt with.
there's other leather workers. I know there is. Let me find them. Hold on.
Couldn't
Just gonna-
I theoretically do it?
No, you have tailoring. Leather working and
not-
tailoring are two completely different things.
Is that not a similar process? Okay.
Not even remotely. No.
I mean, if you no. I was gonna say maybe you're sewing them on, but even then, you're still working with leather.
Yeah, leather is a lot different than cloth. Some of the processes are similar, but the material you're working it's like the difference between sculpting and painting. Like, yeah, some of the theory is the same, but then you start working it, and you're like, I actually don't know what I'm doing.
Even more like painting and drawing.
No, it's way more different. Like, out of curiosity, have you ever tried to like embroider leather?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Friend's a seamstress and she works with leather and cloth.
Leather or pleather? Those are two different things. Pleather is specifically made to emulate
Well,
cloth.
Both.
Okay, actual leather is very difficult to work with. So
I think that's why it's usually so expensive.
it is. It requires
Mhm.
completely different processes entirely.
Mm. And that's just like the work with it, not including to get it to a usable state.
Yeah. Yeah, leatherworking by itself. It's why you see like most games even will separate leatherworking and tailoring completely. So
No, I
Okay.
yeah, I think we
So, there are 2 other leather workers. Yeah, that's it for the whole camp, though.
Yeah.
Jesus. That bitch. She killed a leather worker.
She killed one of the leather workers.
I don't think I was dealing with the Lynx leather worker.
I don't think you were either. I don't remember which one you were dealing with.
It was a guy that wanted a gemstone for my armor and gave me a discount off of it.
Do you remember what race he was?
I think he might have been human or some kind
Because
of...
apparently leather workers in what lies below are sexist, and they're both guys. All right,
They're guys, but I don't...
both of them are guys. So this, you find him. He is human.
Okay.
And hey, you're
Huh?
back. You got that armor. How's that been treating you?
Good, but I'm still being hit. Is there a way to upgrade this?
Upgrade it. What do you mean upgrade? Is that not? I see. All right. Yeah, I can upgrade it, I suppose. I mean, let
It
me
does
see
amazing
it.
things. I mean, it saved me from getting hit by a giant statue.
Yeah. It's just not good enough, is it? So we'll take it. Let me take a look at it. Let's find it. All right. Come on, hand it over.
I hand it over.
All right. He takes a look at it and kind of pushes some of the leather around in his hand. That's pretty garbage. Yeah, I don't know what you've been getting hit by, but you gotta stop.
Because man, this is torn all to hell.
It doesn't help that I'm like in the front lines on doing things, getting.
You're in the front lines and you're wearing leather, girl. You need some chainmail. What are you doing?
I'm a sneaky type, not a tanky type.
I don't know what a tank is, but hey, whatever floats your boat. All right.
Frontliner.
I'll get you some leather. Yeah. Let's see here.
I'm kind of squishy.
You
I'm in the front line.
have 2 more AC than she does.
That's
She has-
fair.
She has 13 AC.
You need more AC.
I do.
I also have a chain shirt on, though, too.
Yeah, you do.
It's been so nice.
Do rogues not get medium? They don't get medium armor. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Just stealth things.
Yep.
Just stealth things. That's kind of weird that rogues don't get medium armor. They get medium armor in every other game.
I don't
Yep.
know why. That's kind of stupid, to be honest.
I guess it's balance reasons, because they're already stupid tanky later on. Once you get uncanny dodge, game's over. You have it now, actually. You're level. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're multi-classed.
I'm multi-classed. I can go
That's-
into one more level rogue and then get it.
Uncanny dodge is pretty good.
So good.
It's pretty dumb. And then you get evasion later, and you're just like, haha, I don't die. You just become the rogues from Guild Wars, where you just dodge everything and then fucking heal back up, and you're like, haha. All right, so let's see here. I want to look up how to do this.
And the armor would be, I'll get 16 dex, so it might go up to 1 more point. Maybe.
Yeah.
So, I'll be at 15. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You have as much AC as Rel does without mage armor.
Yeah.
And Rel's not wearing any armor.
Yeah.
Granted, you're not a D6, hit die class, but with 13 con.
Perceptive as all hell, though.
But you're not squished.
She's squished for now.
I'm squished for now.
She doesn't have uncanny dodge yet.
No.
Alright, so, guy... Alright, well, I can add some studs to this if that's what you're really wanting. Not a big deal, honestly. Yeah. That's probably gonna run you about, I'd say, 30 gold.
30 gold? That's not too bad.
Yeah, it ain't bad, no.
I had an incident.
Oh, they make special pants for that.
No.
I'm sorry.
That's what I meant. I ran into this room, and for some reason, I take off my glove. It made me want to eat inanimate objects. Can you repair the damage right here? And I just show where my teeth marks are.
Yeah, there's just a few teeth marks. It's like slightly frayed. That's it. Yeah, I can do that for you. No problem. Probably give me the day to fix this up for you.
Okay, how much in total?
Just 30 gold to do it.
Okay, that's fine.
That won't take me but a few seconds to fix. Not a big deal.
Yeah, nothing like wanting to eat inanimate objects.
Yeah, well, it's what happens whenever you. Listen, my dad used to say something pretty interesting to me. He said, if you play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. Don't walk into shady rooms, Nothing's going to make you want to eat animate objects. That's bad.
That is true.
Yeah. You going to pay me?
Yes, I hand it over.
Hey, thanks. I like getting paid. He starts off to work. He takes a bar, and he's like, I'm not gonna be here, so whenever you come back, if I'm not here, just come back later.
Okay.
I gotta go run by the smith.
What do you need the smith for?
I guess I gotta take this bar and I gotta turn it into metal studs for your armor.
Oh, all right. I'll probably pick it up tomorrow if that's all right.
Yeah, come by sometime late tomorrow if you don't mind, because I'm probably gonna be partying. They let me have some booze,
Oh no.
said the DM. Wait, hold on. What?
All right then.
I swear I can't have nice things. I mean, what?
All right, so you depart. You pay him the 30 gold. Go ahead and mark that off your sheet.
I have.
Okay. And thus ends the first day in town, I believe.
No. I still have people to check on.
Okay.
I can do the rest of the shopping later.
Ooh, who are you checking on?
I am checking on all 4 of these people.
Pia Kazal. Pia Kazal is... He is alive, if that's what you're checking on.
I'm making sure they're all right.
Fang is alive, though it takes you a while to find him. He's currently on guard duty. Elias is alive. By the time you find him, it's late, and he's already around his typical bonfire, just telling stories, and he's casting an illusion, and he's making this man walk up to this like giant bug, and the bug picks him up, and the man said to the bug, "Your breath is foul," and the bug, hurt in its soul, in its heart, set the man down and fled. And that is how I saved the day. And everybody around the campfire is, they're just drinking and having a good time. And Fazin, he's also fine.
Otherwise, me and Haruka. Oh,
Yep. All four of your butt buddies are all good.
Well, I mean, she wouldn't have approached them regardless if she didn't like them in some sense.
Also, you have Elias's name wrong.
Oh.
It's
I spoke
not Seven. It's Sven.
Sven. Oh, okay.
Sven.
Sven.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
I will fix that, and I have fixed that.
It is Swedish.
Swedish.
It's also it's just a common name in any of the like Scandinavian countries. The
Jolner.
Magelnir.
Not there.
Yes. Holy shit! I'm stealing that. Oh.
Sounds like a My Little Pony character.
It does.
Why? What's your name? Oh, I'm Magelnir.
What the fuck?
I gotta go.
Okay.
Oh man.
We need help.
We do need help. Help taking a break, because that's where we're gonna take a break.
Oh, awesome. Thank God.
All right. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. I guess.
About that chat, though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Hey.
Duh.
All right, y'all. Welcome back
Okay.
to What Lies Below. We're here to talk about stuff and things like drugs and butt buddies.
And butt buddies.
All right, so what else are you doing on this particular? This is the first day so far. So what are you doing on the first day? You.
I think I can just
Hello?
I'm thinking.
Hello?
You're not thinking fast enough for me. Let's go.
I don't think I'm really doing anything
Spent
other than
3
that.
hours on this one day. All right. So, the day comes to a close. You all getting a long rest.
Fuck
The
you.
day. The day. Or, I mean, are you reading straight through the night?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. Point of exhaustion for Rel.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, you're reading straight through the night. Got it. Zupa zupa.
That's stuff I need to do. Sleepers for the week.
Sleep is for the weak. Gotcha.
Plus, she's
And-
Be
actually
very
also kind of
careful with
scared.
all those books.
You know?
I think.
You're also at one point kicked out of this room because Akira does say that he is going to bed. However, he has drawn circles and runes covering one of the walls.
Yeah, can I figure out what those are, by the way?
Roll an Arcana check.
All right. This isn't with disadvantage because I haven't made exhaustion yet.
This would definitely be at the point of exhaustion, unless you're just trying to like take a break from reading. But
Well, like, because if I'm reading through the night and he's going to bed.
you're not staying in the room. He told
Yeah, I
you.
know.
He told you cannot stay through the room in the room.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
All right. Roll an Arcana check.
22.
Some of these are wards against divination magic, and that's about as far as you get into it.
Okay.
If you want to figure out more, you can, but it'll take you about 6 to 7 hours to read through all of them.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. And you are eventually kicked out of the room.
Yep.
The guard does follow you. After a while, another guard comes and finds him. Where were you? I've been set to guard her. She's apparently an ambassador and an envoy or something from the Mages Association. I don't know, but she's just been reading and reading and reading. We've been stuck in the same spot for 5 hours.
Poor guy. You think he'd be okay with that, not having to do much work?
Well, none of them have to do much work around here, so a little bit of interesting stuff is always fun. So his replacement, she's another mage binder. Well, I'm here to relieve you, so your shift is over. Yeah. All right, I'm going to bed.
Poor guy.
I actually do want to find Xiao.
Okay.
Before reading through the night.
Roll investigation. Nope.
All right. Well, I tried.
He does not want to be found.
It's probably off high as hell in a corner somewhere.
Checking the forward camp.
Okay.
Trying
So.
to think, where would Rel go to read? Nah, she'd probably just stay in the Athenium. After looking for Xiao.
Okay. All right, so you stay in the Athenium. You just kind of find a spot to like hunker down, and the mage binder that's there stands at attention.
For what it's worth, I appreciate it.
She just gives you a nod.
She
So.
said for a rough night.
Yeah, let's see here. I'll roll a wisdom save to see if she kills you tonight. I mean, what? Okay, so, you read through the night, all the way through the night, just sitting down. Occasionally, you have to like adjust, and the stone is frustrating sometimes, and but you get through the night. So you have a point of exhaustion now. It's the next day. Next day, anybody doing anything?
Yeah. Amalia, are you doing anything first?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Okay.
What about your sell list? I mean, buy list.
My buy list, all I need is rations and salt. And I can probably get those at any point before we go.
So what are you doing? You're the only one with anything to do today. So cough it up.
Okay, I'll cough it up. I don't know. Would you let me search for a chest of preserving?
Given out of character with meta knowledge here, Heather knows that this is experimental technology and doesn't exist down here in What Lies Below.
Mm-hmm.
In Child of Light, it exists specifically because Jade Drake is busy inventing it.
Okay. Just, that was an out of character question.
Yeah, out of character answer is the
Yep.
only place you're going to find one of those in our home is from Jade Drake. She is the only one with that technology currently. Asterisk.
Currently, asterisk. Alright,
You never know who's going to steal their shit.
Nope.
Okay. Rations, healing potions, files, lockpicks galore, restorative ointment. You don't find any of that. I'm going to tell you that right now. Roll. Actually, I'm going to do something real quick that I should have done before the session even started. Boop. All right, that's a 17. You're good. So, how many rations are you looking for?
Oh, I'm not sure. How much do rations weigh?
They weigh half a pound, or rations weigh 2 pounds each.
What? What do you want, Caesar?
Okay.
What? That's a thumb.
Let me change that. Go. Let's see, how much would this weigh? Oop. How much?
Claim my microphone one more time, and I swear to God, I'm gonna pick you up by the spine and treat you like a tea kettle.
I'm gonna look for 10 of those. 10 rations.
Okay, 10 rations. That is easy enough to find. They do have 10 rations available. So,
How much?
they are, total is 5 gold.
5 gold. Alright. Alright, next.
Okay. Healing potions. They have 1 healing potion right now.
How much are they asking for it?
$70 gold.
Is it below or high?
You know that's a little bit high. Not by much, but it is a little high. But they only have 1 of them, so it's not like you're going to shop around.
Alright.
Okay.
I pay for it.
70 gold. All right. Vials, easy enough to come by. They have plenty of vials. How many are you looking for? They have more than you can buy. I will tell you that right now.
Okay. They don't weigh anything, right? So
They don't weigh anything, though. They are a gold apiece, though.
a gold apiece.
I buy 50,000.
Close. But we keep running into things that we want to
Don't make me
milk.
put a weight on vials. I'll do it.
Um, 30 vials.
Okay, 30 vials. So that's 30 gold.
Yep.
Looking for lockpicks. This guy doesn't have any lockpicks. You might have to look around for those. Restorative ointment. This guy doesn't have any of that shit either. No one else does on here. Pretty rare. So,
I definitely need lockpicks, though.
yeah, you definitely need lockpicks.
Either that or find a blacksmith that can make them.
Roll an investigation check.
Will do. 22.
Nice. So you do go to the blacksmith, and you're like, "Hey, can you hook me up?" And you lay a lockpick in front of him, and he's like, "I got you." And he will sell you. Are you looking for just individual lockpicks or thieves' tools in general?
Lockpicks, because I don't want to carry thieves' tools like several sets.
That's fine. Let me see something real quick. Find my ancient ass somewhere over here.
because all the others, my set's just fine. I just need to. I only have 2 lockpicks left, so I need to probably get a lot just in case.
All right, hold on. These tools, more like these tools.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I just. I'm ready to die.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking up how much these cost. That's all. Cool. So you are looking at a gold lockpick.
Mm-hmm.
And he can make. He's got the materials on him to make about up to 20 lockpicks if you want.
How much they were?
They're gold each.
Gold each.
Yep.
Fuck it, I'll take all 20.
So 20 gold lockpicks. There you go.
And I have 20
Wee.
lockpicks, so I can add. It'd be 22 lockpicks. So. Yep.
He holds out a. Hey.
Hmm.
Real quick. You're from the adventuring team, right?
Yes.
You're one of them that goes down there and looking at stuff and fighting things and you know.
Yeah.
You ever seen any of this down there? And he holds out this chunk of metal, and it's real weird look. Real weird look. It's kind of. It looks a little bit like steel, except for not as polished. And it's in a crystalline form, like kind of. It looks like an uncut gemstone, but it's this like, chrome material. And through the chrome material, there's this marbling of just dark black. You ever seen any of this down there?
Any idea what it is?
No, that's the problem. I ain't got no idea what it is, but somebody brought me some earlier. One of the other teams said they found it down the crossroads.
Does it look like the ooze weapons or something else?
Doesn't really look familiar. It does. Parts of it do kind of resemble the shiny platinum a little bit, but not quite the same.
Can I get a sketch of it?
Yeah. Roll me a dex check.
Will do. I will do painter's tools dex check.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a pretty good sketch going.
And I mark
You're
like a diagram. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
you're very careful to capture like the luminosity and the just the general shininess of this and the kind of like bits of black marbling.
I'll ask around since I got a good sketch of it.
Mm-hmm.
And noting the colors and stuff, I'll ask around and see if I can get what it is for you. If that's alright, because I personally have never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's fine. If you find any more, I don't really want any more of it, but I want to know what it is because I got a good chunk here. I want to see what I've got, you know?
Well, you could probably shave some of it off, maybe a chunk or a small piece of it, and see what you could do with it.
I've messed around with a little bit of it. It don't react to heat too well.
Have you tried checking to see if it was magical?
Yeah, it's got some magic essence or something in it, but it's not like inherently magical. No.
Do you happen to have a smaller piece with you?
No. All I'm asking is if you find some, and you happen to, if you find out what it is, just let me know.
Will do. I mean, it's a pretty material.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Thank you. And all right. Yep.
Oh, is Akira back in that room?
No.
Sorry.
I go
So-
to the blacksmith afterwards to pick up my stuff.
The
Not me.
the leather worker,
The
yeah.
leather worker.
You pick up your stuff. You have studded leather now.
Yep.
Studded leather
I've got it.
of displacement.
Yep, I've got it.
Do you know how to cause it to adjust your AC?
Yeah, I've got it. I'm just placing studded letter and replacing it with the name, right?
Yeah, you're just replacing the name. It's studded leather of displacement.
And studded. There we go. And then deleting this one.
Fucking delete my face.
No.
No.
You don't have an option. It's already done.
Gloves repaired. Right. I don't think I need crossbow bolts just yet, so.
Right.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you
Alright,
for the
so-
quick work.
Yeah, no problem. You take care.
I will attempt to, and try not
I
to
don't know
get
when
my
I turned into Matt Mercer, but it happened. All right, so, the day passes.
Question.
Yeah,
Can I try and find Xiao again?
you can make a brief, half-hearted attempt if you like. Investigation disadvantage.
Yeah.
I
Is
do
that
want to look
exhaustion?
for Poe.
That's a 23.
You look for Poe.
Yes.
You make investigation, no disadvantage.
14.
You don't find her.
Damn it.
Wow, 23, not bad. You do find Xiao. He is kind of off the side of the Ford camp. He's actually along the path to the lake, and he's found this kind of like little hole in the wall, and he's just kind of sitting in it, and he's just sitting there.
Are you sober enough to talk?
And just looks up at you.
Is that a yes?
What do you want?
Just told you to talk.
Then talk.
May I? And Rel gestures like to a spot next to him.
He just shrugs.
Okay. She sits down.
Okay.
So, I'm not one to to beat around the bush. So I'm going to be blunt. What are you scared of?
Looks over at you and raises an eyebrow. What are you talking about?
Huh? You didn't want to come back.
Well, that doesn't make me scared. Makes me tired. He's kind of like, you can see him kind of, he's having difficulty even forming words. He's kind of swaying back and forth.
How does that make you tired?
You can be tired of something and not be scared of it.
You don't think that whoever this person is that you're so keen on seeing wouldn't want you to be alive?
No, I think she would. That's why I'm here.
So then why the whole leave you dead next time speech?
This... He closes his eyes and he has to think for a second. It's I don't want you to resurrect me again.
Yeah, I got that. Why?
And why do you What do you care? You don't care.
I'd be surprised.
No, I wouldn't.
I really would.
I don't.
I've been through my fair share of ordeals. That's kind of why I'm a cold, heartless bitch.
How many people have you killed? Do you keep track of that?
People? Are we talking innocent people? Or just
Any
everyone?
people. Any people. How many?
Ro looks down. Well, there was the time I killed the 6 or so people when my powers manifested.
6. All right. All right.
No. Maybe 20?
That's a lot of people, right?
Not really, no.
For
I'm
one
indifferent
person,
to
think. Most people go their entire lives without killing a single person, even accidentally,
Most people are good people.
right? I agree. And by that metric, some people aren't. They kill people. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes on accidents. And he kind of sways over. He just straight up falls for a second and kind of catches himself on the rock. Even though he's sitting down, he's like, seems to have balance issues. So, would you say that killing more people makes you worse of a person?
No.
Do you think there's some kind of cap on it? Like once you've done it once, it's just you're in it now, and that's just your corruption is done. You're now just a shithole.
Not exactly, no. I think it's how and why.
How and why? Gotcha. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. How and why? He just kind of stares out for a second. It's it's not running that I'm doing. It's justice.
Staying dead is justice?
Yes.
How so?
Because it's what I deserve.
I don't buy that.
I don't ask you to buy it.
Maybe someone like me would deserve that. Someone who, at the age of 12, killed 6 people and didn't bat an eye. Didn't bother me. There are bad people, but there are also some good people. But I mean, kind of looked at it. Everyone's guilty of something. Probably not worth death, but he was in that situation, so maybe not. Don't know. Don't care. Me, someone like me dying. Now that's justice.
I agree.
Someone like you, though, someone who's willing to put their life on the line.
You don't know what I have done. You don't know me. Who do you think you are?
I don't know the old you. I know the
You
you
don't know
that
the
you
new
are.
me either. There is only one me. There is one person here. I'm not two people. I'm not you, where she can just become someone else.
No. But that's why I'm here.
Serving justice is a responsibility. If you don't, if you just sit there and you do nothing, then you're just as bad as the rest. To sin by silence when you should protest makes you a coward. My protest is death. I counted the bodies afterward. Hundreds. And who gave the command? Me. That was my call. And for what? Tyranny? Nah. I'm not here for that. That's not my life.
Yes, you've shown that. How many people have you saved then? How many times have you saved us?
Not nearly so many as people that I have killed in the name of the Dragon Kings. I wasn't a combat medic. It was a lie. I was a general. A tactician. I wasn't a fighter, but I knew my way around a triage tent, and I knew my way around a battlefield. I served them because they told me to serve them, because that was my job. It was my duty as a person. It was who I was supposed to be. They told me. They raised me. They said, you have a brilliant mind. You can look at the battlefield and tell me exactly where we need to be at all times. You can save people. Why are you doing it? You will be our guide. You will be a general of our armies. Not on the front lines, no. You don't need to know how to fight. You just need to know how to kill. And I did it. And I did it, and I did it, and I did it. And then one day something just stopped. Something just snapped inside me, and I realized exactly what has been going on this whole time. They had played every single one of us. Me included. And I enabled it. And then I happily sent my men to their deaths. For what? To kill their men. It wasn't so we could liberate some oppressed country. No, we were the oppressed ones. We were being liberated. I didn't send men to the deaths to free them from tyranny. I sent men to the deaths so that we could ensure that they were enslaved. So that we could ensure that insurrection would be punished and made a public example, so that we could ensure that the lives that those people laid down were an example. Killed hundreds of people.
And you think dying is a protest that's going to mean anything to this?
What else do you do? The Dragon Kings are gods.
So?
They can move mountains.
So?
What can you do? What can I do? You can call
Nothing
lightning
yet.
from some clouds. I can make sure that you don't bleed out. That's it. I can talk to you from a mile away. Whoop-de-doo.
But Xiao,
What?
that's all you can do now. Do you honestly believe that I think I can currently do anything that I want in this world? No, I can't.
Do you honestly believe that no matter how hard you try, you will ever match the power of a Dragon King? Darnasi
Myself? Alone? No. Myself?
killed 1,000 people with a thought. I don't know what kind of magic that is, but it's not any that I know how to beat.
Then research. Learn. Grow. Find the answer.
Roll a persuasion check. Disadvantage. I don't want to talk right now. I'll be sober enough to head out whenever we have to head out. But for right now, I will be in this little hole. And he takes this little packet out of his his bag, and he unfolds it. It's just basically just like a piece of paper that he unfolds, and there's this shredded substance. It actually looks like shredded cheese. And he takes some, and he just places it in his mouth and swallows, and then he folds the paper back up and sets it down. That's all. I'll be better by the time we're ready to head out. I just need time.
I have no doubt you'll be ready when we want to go. But that's not what I'm worried about.
Oh, then there's not much to worry about, I assume.
Does he have his weapon on him?
Currently he has a dagger on him, but he's not armored. He
He's
does
not
have a
armored.
dagger. He's not armored, and he's not armed except for the dagger at his side that you can see. He is still, however, a 6th level cleric.
I'm gonna slap him.
Okay, sure. Roll an attack roll.
Well,
Yeah, no. He reaches up and catches your hand, and you can just see his eyes. Well, I give you a lot of leniency in my presence, but your behavior is less than stellar, and I don't think
My
it would be
behavior?
wise. Your behavior, yes, your behavior is less than stellar. I would appreciate it if you did not strike me, because I would be forced to remove your hand. He'll let you go.
my behavior. Do you want to talk about behavior? You have 3 people who actually care about you. I guarantee you that Amalia and you are both worried sick. Now, I'm not gonna belittle you or anything for your habits and how you cope. But I will belittle you for your stupidity. Because you can do so much better with your life.
I guess we all have flaws. You're an evil bitch, and I'm a stupid lizard.
Yeah, but you want to know the difference between me and you?
I make this suit look good. Anyway, sorry, continue. What?
You can change.
Oof. Out of character. Oof. Ow. Ow. Roll a persuasion check with advantage. And he just looks up at you for a second, and he looks like he's about to say something, and then he shuts his mouth and he just looks down at the ground.
Will stands up. Just think on that, Xiao. And she's gonna leave.
Okay. And you leave. Fuck, that was intense. All right. Fuck. Oh. Like, I'm actively angry right now. I just want to fucking, like, I don't know, like, strangle a baby seal right now or something. All right. So,
Go back to reading.
you go back to reading. All right. Woo! That was intense. Holy fuck.
Indeed it was.
All right.
Double check, make sure we don't need anything.
So the second day would come to a close.
Since I stayed up all night, am I done on the second day rather than 2.5?
You're done by the very end of the second day, yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Yep. So, And you close your last book pretty much right as it's about time for you to go to sleep before you get another point of exhaustion.
Yeah, and I'm going to bed. Fuck
Okay.
all that.
You go to bed. Third day comes in town, and rise and shine. And those of you in the Ford camp that are sleeping in the Ford camp notice there's a bit of a hubbub early in the morning, and you all kind of wake up and kind of tend towards the center of the Ford camp, and you see Hayan. And she's got a contingent of guards with her. There's like 12 guards behind her, and she's marching through the camp. And she's looking around at people, and she points to one guy, and the guards pick him up and take him with her. And they just drag the dude along, and he's screaming, what did I do? What did I do? She points to another guy, they grab him. Points to a girl, grab her. Rel has a note, where are you?
Probably in the forward camp.
Okay. So at one point, Rel, do you sleep in a tent?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you exit your tent when you woke up in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Hayan approaches you. Hayan approaches you. Rel. It's very nice to see you again. It's been so long.
Oh no.
I would like you to come with me.
Okay.
Thank you. Turns around, starts marching the entire kind of troop back through, and one of the guards kind of gets up next to you and is now like very close, like uncomfortably close to you, and your Magebinder guard is now like kind of, oh fuck, am I gonna have to kill some fucking adventurers? Oh no. You can kind of see this fleeting look in her eyes where she's between murdering the dude that's standing super close to you and also kind of like keeping her distance, but she eventually falls in line right next to you, and she kind of leans and she goes, "What the fuck did you do?"
Like the better the question is, what haven't I done?
Oh no.
What have you done to this poor woman?
Hold on, I gotta roll for something. Oh my great Ghibli Goobers. Okay.
She's not gonna hit him, is she?
This is good. So as she's walking, you see the guy that was assigned to you originally like run over and you go, "Hey, I'm here to relieve you. Where have you been?" I was in the wait, is my shift over? Yeah, your shift was over 2 hours ago.
Thank God.
She's like, "Oh, good," and she just stops in her tracks. She goes, "You can accompany her. She's going with Ayan." And the guy's sure. He looks and he goes, "Wait."
Oh,
He
God.
falls in line next to you. He looks at you and he looks at Hayan. He goes, "What is going on here? What's going on?"
I'm not sure.
Oh no. All right.
For what it's worth, though, just in case, if I get stabbed by one of her men, don't start a fight.
Oh,
I probably deserve it.
Oh no. Okay.
If I'm decided by one of her men, don't start a fight. I probably
No.
deserve.
I don't want to start some interpolitic war.
You see him look behind him, and you catch just a glimpse of his fleeting expression of, "What have you done to me?" as he looks to the woman that he just fucking relieved.
What's your name? I didn't get your name.
Marcus.
Marcus, I appreciate you.
Oh god. All right, and so you march with this troop. Rel, you and Amalia also see the troop marching.
Rel, you.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I get the sentence now. Yeah.
You and Amalia also see the troop marching.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
The
I
sentence
probably
hurt
would've-
my brain, and I'm like, wait, no, I get it.
Actually, let's see. Who did I shack up with last night? I didn't do anything. Didn't beat-
Probably Elias.
Actually, it was the human prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you say his name just right, it sounds like purring. Anyways, so what are you doing? You?
I should probably go and make sure she doesn't die.
Oh, where are you going? Oh, you're leaving me?
I'm sorry.
Just trying to do the walk of shame, dude.
Shame.
All right. I mean, if you're sure that you cannot stay here, I'll accept this.
Oh, woe's me.
He's a very dramatic person.
I just mocked him. I actively mocked him and said, woe is
Oh.
me.
Woe is me. It's my friends have all left me, and my beauty, she's gone.
Oh.
Aw.
I shall see you later. And he gives you this like it's essentially a blow a kiss motion.
Have a good day. Hopefully we don't end up with murder on our hands.
Raises an eyebrow. All right.
I'm
so,
talking about my group member that's being drugged.
Yes, you must save your friends. Do not make the same mistake I have, or you will regret it the rest of your life.
Will do.
Oh, I wish I could have saved him from the chocolate. No. You hear him as you're like leaving the tent.
Don't turn around. It'll only enable him.
Okay. You leave the tent. Are you falling in line, or are you doing anything else?
Yeah. I'm right behind Rel.
Okay. The one of the guards kind of blocks off Rel from you and looks at you. No touching.
Can I touch you then?
If you like to be stabbed, he pulls out like this gladius short sword.
It wouldn't be the first time. It won't be the last.
With my blade, it would be. And he just looks straight forward. Amalia.
Okay.
Amalia, what are you doing?
Yes, Rel. I just did that.
I guess seeing this happen, I would kind of run up to you.
Okay.
Just kind of walk beside her, like, what's going on?
Nothing is ever good on a walk of shame. You should know that.
What? What is that?
It's literally when leaders pick up people and then take them to where they do court. If you think about it.
This
Hey,
doesn't sound fun.
God, I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Who are you talking to?
The guard who's really close to me.
The closest guy? My name is Felix.
Felix, hey, any chance I can get like a little bit of space? I'm not gonna go anywhere.
No.
Rel,
Okay.
just be glad you're not being dragged like the rest of them.
Can I ask why at least? Do you happen to know that?
Doesn't say anything.
Good talk.
So you are taken through all the way up to the Athenaeum. And it's a long walk, but at the Athenaeum they stop, and Hyon walks over to two of the captives that she has. You know, one is a girl and the other one's a guy, and takes them both. And the girl, she just grabs by her arm and just starts dragging her into this kind of open area. There's a circle of adventurers, and you can see Akira and Bryce off in the background. And Bryce, they seem to be exchanging this look of confusion. And Hyon pins the guy and the girl both to the ground. Has her men kind of surround them with spears. And the third guy she takes and she kind of sets him down between them. Looks over to you, Rel. Come here.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. I want you to stand behind them. Behind those three.
Can I ask why?
No.
Okay, sure.
Usually she's pretty laid back going. Like she's always got this kind of, roll off your shoulder attitude. All of that is gone right now. This is the most business oriented you've ever seen her.
Okay.
So, I have brought you all here today because you have done something very, very terrible, awful, really. You have fucked yourselves. Is I believe the phrase that they use. Now, some of you, and she looks directly up to you, Ra, some of you have been forthcoming with information regarding a particular sensitive subject. But others, and she looks down at one of the guys, the one that's kind of like pinned down to the ground, have been very silent about a subject of a most close-to-heart nature. And you can see some of the guards seem to almost be getting a little uncomfortable. And she approaches the guy and she kneels down to one knee and she takes his head. He's kind of laying back on the ground. He's got himself pushed up on his elbows, and there's just guards with spears like all around him. And she takes out her hand and she. So, you are a spy for Haruka. This much I know. I have been tracking you for a while, and it's really just fucking sucks for you that I was so goddamn ahead, doesn't it? Now, you were asked a couple of questions once. Who are you working for, and why are you doing this, and why are you sneaking around, and there's all sorts of questions that you didn't answer, and she just smashes him right in the face with her fist. And now you're going to have to answer those questions, and she takes his arm and pulls him up to his feet, and all the spearheads just track him, and she pulls him up, and you can see she's actually knocked out some teeth with that punch. And all right, so, first question, exactly what the fuck were you doing with Haruka? And the guy, she approached me one day and she told me that you could do some pretty cool stuff for me. I said, all right, what do I gotta do? And she said, I just gotta watch you. Just you in particular, that's all. I gotta report on your movements everywhere you go. I gotta tell her. Everything you do, I gotta tell her. Every single piece, I gotta tell her it all, okay? And Hyon nods. All right. So you're what? They have a word for that. Does anybody know what that word is?
Snitch?
She looks around.
A spy?
She looks at you, and then she looks at Rel. She goes, oh, Rel! Wow, what a brilliant mind you have. A spy. And she looks down at him, and you can see just murder in her eyes. A spy. Weird. I think there are other spies as well, aren't there? And she looks over to the girl that's pinned down on the ground. Pick her up. And the guards pick her up, and she walks over to her, and you were spying as well, weren't you? I'm pretty sure that's what we just established that was called, right? Watching somebody's every single move and reporting back on it, finding privileged information, maybe even public information, but privileged information, and reporting back. What did you do for Haruka? I need a little something from you. And she makes the, give me money sign with her fingers. And go, yeah, I work for Haruka. She hired me on. Before we even came here, she told me she would give me a lot of money if I just joined the Historian Explorers Guild and answer the call to arms. And I did. And once we got here, she told me that she'd let me keep making money with her, lots of money. As long as I could report on the food stores. Pretty much all of the guards are watching this. Oh, hold on, Gemini, go on. Pretty much all of the guards are watching this. Like it's kind of a spectacle. Hyon's making it into a spectacle. At this point, there's not a soul in the Athenium that's not really looking at this center display here with Rel and the other three in it.
Okay, sorry to interrupt it.
You're fine.
It's pretty intense. So long as I can't find anyone looking at me, I
Make
would.
a perception check.
Okay. Not Discord. Perception. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anyone looking at you. There's no one like looking back at you or anything. You're kind of inconspicuous in the first place.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out a dagger as a packed weapon, but I'm not gonna look at Hyan at any point in time. I don't want to make people think I'm trying to go for her.
Okay. So you pull out a dagger as a packed weapon. Excuse me 1 second. I have to get my cat. She's clawing the shit out of me.
Jim likes to kind of pat on him and then dig his claws if she's not paying attention to him.
She does that when she wants out, but she'll just have to get let out later. All right. So you pull out a dagger as a packed weapon. Just summon it into your hand.
I'm sure you would see that and be like, okay.
Yeah, because
Only
I'm
if you're
right beside you, so.
Yeah,
I'm
if you're
not...
right next to her, yeah. The girl she keeps going on. She told me I'd make a lot of money doing this. I just need to tell her exactly what the food stores are. And right. No, that makes sense. That's pretty easy job, isn't it? How much did you make? How much was she paying you? And she kind of looks a little nervous, and she looks around at all the guards. 20 gold a day. And Hyan go, you are
can I
raking in
that?
the money. Yeah.
13.
Seems she almost seems too scared to lie. Hyan, you were raking in the cash, weren't you? Lots of money. Huh. And did you find it suspicious at all that she wanted to know our exact food stores? I didn't really think nothing of it. She told me I would make a lot of money doing one thing, and I did it. Fine. All right. No, that's fair. That's fair. You didn't think any of it. What was your job here in camp? I was one of the cooks. Right. Oh, you were one of the cooks. How convenient is that? Oh, man. And did you have to sneak around to report those numbers? The woman kind of. Yeah. Yes. She told me to be very, very inconspicuous about it. And why do you think that is? I don't know. I don't know. Right, you don't know. Looks at the third guy who's kind of sitting down in the middle. He's just kind of staring up at both of them. This guy's like a lot older than the other two. The other two so far have been pretty young, probably in their early 20s. Both of them are human. The guy in the center definitely looks elven, and he's definitely on the older side. And she, she leans down to one knee. Once considered you an excellent recruit. You are always quick to volunteer your time. You are always eager and competent. I valued you as one of my trusted bodyguards. But I've got spies too. She snaps her fingers. And somebody y'all recognize, actually. You've seen this person before. She is, let me see, let me find her. You're not sure what her name is. You've seen her a couple of times, but she's this really pretty this really pretty half-elf woman. And she strides forward and she hands Hyan a book. She goes, so this was found in your tent. In your tent, not mine. Yours. How crazy is this? She opens it up and she's. Could you read the first line out loud for the crowd here? I would like them to know what we found here. And yeah, I can read the first line. It says Foreman's log, day 1. She closes the book. Right. So couple of weeks ago, I had my foreman's log, which is where I write down every single thing that's happened, everything that's important, my personal notes, my foreman's log. It's something that we keep in the Historian Explorers Guild, and we keep it for good reason, because sometimes you have to refer back to notes, you know? Well, why did we find this in your tent? And he just stares at her. I stole it. Thievery is not a good look, friend. Not a good look at all. Do you have anything to say for yourself? And he shakes his head. Fuck you. Oh, that one is Riley. Stands back up all the way. She looks at Rel. Rel! Oh, God, you're a bitch. You know that's...
Yeah.
But you have been a useful bitch. You're going to be spared all this humiliation. I just want to know one thing from you. Did you ever actually trust Orica?
No.
I didn't think so. I wouldn't trust her either. However, I am a woman of my word, and as much as I would like to make an example of you, I am not going to, because you were very faithful to us. I enjoy that, and I respect those who keep their word. I also keep my word, always. And what was my word to you? And she looks down at the elf in the center. If I ever betray you, I'm dead. She snaps a finger and an arrow just straight through his eye. And he falls over. Right. So I'll keep my word all the time. Every single time. Now, I haven't made a promise to either of you. And she looks to the two younger ones. Not at all, actually. And you know, I kind of respect your adventuring spirits. Your need to stride forward into the unknown and take risks. I think that's an extremely important aspect for any adventurer to have. So I feel maybe I will allow you to plead your case here. The guy kind of looks to the girl, and the girl, I just needed money. What do you need money for? Something so badly that you would betray other people for it. Why? Not just other people, your brothers and sisters. The Estonian Explorers Guild is more than just some ragtag group of adventurers. We are a family. And you do not fuck over your family. So what made you need money so bad that you would actually fuck over everybody in this goddamn camp? Kind of shrugs you. I've got a kid. Got two. And the daddy, he ain't nowhere. He's gone. I did what I had to do to survive, to take care of my children. Hyan clicks her tongue. I would say that's probably a worthy cause. You have wronged me. I usually kill those that have wronged me, but I feel the circumstances may be in your favor. You're not going to die. You're not going to lose any limbs. I'm not going to physically harm you. However, you do need to serve time. You're going to be a personal assistant of mine. From this point until we get released from this cave. If that's tomorrow, fine, you've done your time. If that's a year from now, fine, you're mine for a year. But that's how this works. You fuck me over, you will repay me. And the woman, yes, absolutely. And you can see just tears like streaming down her face. She looks over to the guy. And what's your excuse? You could end up like her, or you could end up like him. And she points to the dead guy. He, not too far off hers, really. I just needed money. And what for? Was it greed? Because if it was greed, it's going to be a bad day for you, friend. I mean, a lot of it was greed. I'm not going to try to lie. I needed money. I wanted money. Who doesn't want money? And greed's just a part of all of it. Oh, don't go getting philosophical on me now. It's a bad thing. Look, give me a reason. More than just, oh, I need more money because I want more money. What drove you to commit crimes against your fellow people? Because if you commit crimes against other people for greed, you are a piece of shit and you should die. If you commit crimes against other people for a just cause, maybe there's leniency. Maybe there is redemption for you. I mean, I don't think I'm all bad. It's a lot of people here. Nods to nods to one of the guards. When your leg was broke, who fixed it? It was me. Fixed it up and you can walk again. Nods to another guard. And you had that rot going on. I won't say where, but that stuff could have killed you. And who knew exactly how to fix that? That was me. Hyan raises an eyebrow, looks around the crowd, and a couple of people have now started like nodding and stuff. That's cocked. All right. Kind of gauges the crowd. So you all vouch for this guy. He's a doctor, and he seems to be a good one. So you, and she points to one of the guys that he just nodded to, and you, and she points to just some random guard. Both of you step forward, and they both step forward, and she points to the guy that the doctor helped. And, what's your verdict on this? If a guy commits a crime, but he also saves a bunch of lives and helps people, what do you think? And the guard, I'm just a guard. I'm just a low rank. I don't know why you're bringing me into this, because you are. He brought you into it, not me. Well, I reckon people are redeemable. They can make up for what they've done. He's a damn good doctor. Seems to care about people. I don't think he cares about laws, but I think he cares a lot about people. She nods. All right, and she looks to the other guard. And what about you? I think it's very important that we obey the law, but I kind of agree with him. Nods to the other guard. And I'm going to roll a persuasion check for them with advantage. That's cocked. Ooh, not bad. Hyan. Bryce and Akira finally kind of made their way over to the circle, and Bryce kind of roughs his way in, and Akira steps in behind Bryce, and Poe is there as well. Akira, what are you doing? I'm delivering justice. Quiet. All right. I don't know what to do with you yet. For now, go ahead and put him in a cell. Just put him holding somewhere. I'll figure it out later. I suppose I have work to do. And get this guy cleaned up. She kicks the corpse of the dude with the arrow through his eye. Fucking betrayer. Looks up to you, Rel. She goes, now, I've proven that I'm a woman of my word. And you have proven that you are one of yours. I appreciate that.
I never doubted you were. Weren't?
Then I think we can continue a beneficial arrangement.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. That's all we need here. Scatter. The guards kind of disperse. I rolled to see if she was angry enough to break her word. She was not.
I was looking for that Skyrim meme that shows like a skill plus 100, and I was gonna find one that said intimidation 100 because I was scared shitless.
She has expertise in intimidation.
I was scared
So-
shitless.
Yep. Whew. All right. So the crowd disperses, And Bryce, you see Bryce go up to Akira Hyan and whisper something in her ear, and she pushes him away. Don't talk to me like that, or you'll be like him. And you in particular, with your crazy ass passive perception, notice Poe looks at Hyan like she is about to wear her face.
Poe?
Yeah.
I kind of move over to Poe. You might want to hide that a little better.
Fuck off, kid.
Hey, I've been looking for your ass.
Too bad. She strides forward. She places herself kind of between Poe and Bryce, and there's a lot of tension. Poe and Bryce, fucking Hyan and Bryce, and there's a lot of tension there after that because Hyan just threatened a night captain, so it's kind of like a oh fuck. And Poe places herself between them, and she looks at Bryce and she gives him this like the chin up, that kind of back off. She looks over to Hyan. She goes, "While I respect your authority here, the next time you threaten my night captain, they won't be able to find the body." And Hyan just kind of, all right. Poe just walks away. Akira kind of looks back and forth between Bryce and Hyan, who are now like staring daggers into each other. I think that there is a lot of tension in this room, and I think that it is a very good idea to just walk it off. Walk it off. Let's go, people. Bryce, would you like to come with me? We can talk for a while. Hyan, would you please go away? I'm fine. You're right. There is a lot of tension here. Bryce, I apologize. I should not have said that. And she gives a small bow. And Bryce kind of eases up a little bit here. You're right. You shouldn't have. And turns around and walks away with Kira.
Hyan,
Yes.
I don't suppose you heard what we told Akira and Bryce, have you?
About what specifically? I'm assuming you've told them a lot of things that I don't know.
Not,
Our findings.
not here. Not in the open.
I'm not.
Our sendings?
No, our findings.
Findings. Let's talk on. Let's just talk in here. And she takes you to the portal room. What are you trying to tell me?
Lordy, where do I begin?
I'm sorry.
Well,
It's been a very long week.
I can get there. We found out. We have an idea on Haruka's motives.
Right.
Ooh,
She's working for the tree.
yes.
Yes. Okay. We're on the same page.
I have her name, her real name.
Haruka of the Verdant Expanse.
Yeah, so you did talk to them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I just wasn't sure what findings you were specifically talking about.
Basically everything we told them. There was some stuff that Bryce missed that Akira had. We found out that
This is the DM's way of saying I don't know what Akira and Bryce know separately anymore.
Yeah, well, Akira knows separately. Akira, after Bryce left, we contacted.
Right. Okay. Akira knows this and Bryce doesn't. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The shadow.
You did what?
e-
I'm sorry.
Well, I don't want to say
Are
his name
you
because
insane?
yeah.
I think we specified this already.
She kind of chuckles to herself. You're a fucking crazy bitch, aren't you?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
You work with the enemy and then you make deals with me and now you're talking to some demon from hell? Who knows what it is?
it's the shadow.
It's the shadow. It's okay. What the fuck is the shadow? Can you tell me that much?
Are you familiar with the Northern mythos?
Yes, I am. Are you telling me that the shadow is the shadow of the northern myths? The shadow down here is the literal fucking patron of the northern myths? Is that what you're telling me right now?
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
I vouch.
She looks to Amalia. Are you the only sane one in this party?
Maybe?
She can vouch too.
That's better than nuts.
Well, so, the voice that said we could contact him by speaking his name, I'm not going to speak it because that will call him. That is the shadow.
Interesting. So,
Needless to say, we called his name. I drank a potion that stopped my heart so that I could speak to a shadow drake in the spirit world.
So you summoned a literal patron of an entire religion by speaking its name 20 miles underground and then killed yourself so you could speak to it.
Yep, I can vouch for it. He watched it all.
All right.
I thought perhaps the drake and the being associated with the name were different.
I've only met like 2 people that are even half as crazy and fucking insane as I am, and you're probably one of them.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I don't know if I would, but yeah. I think we need to stop right here for a moment because I just learned that one of the fucking gods is real.
Actually, all of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm.
Wisdom save. She stops for a second. If you're fucking with me here, I will kill all 3 of you right now.
I'm the Raven's hand thingy, whatever you want to call me.
Ravens don't have hands.
She's the Phoenix's.
Wow. You just like outing people.
And you're already familiar with the Tree of On.
Yes.
Rel's working for that.
Rel's working for that? What?
Sorry, not Rel. Oh, God, Haruka.
Haruka.
Yeah, I'm working for the tree. Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
just outed myself. Please kill me.
So Haruka is working for the tree, okay. And then it was Siege that was working for the tree, and she killed Siege. And then you, and she points to you, you are working for the Raven, and you, and she points to Amalia, are working for the Phoenix. So this is some kind of coalition of fucking deities down in a huge structure underground where everybody is trapped down here. What the fuck?
To be fair, I don't actually talk to mine, and I did mine in a dream.
I don't believe in fairness.
Yeah. We found a map that tracks their movements.
Yeah.
Huh.
And Rel stupidly hit the tree with a fucking crowbar and nearly killed Amalia and herself. Luckily, I ran away.
What's on floor 3?
Xiao died.
temple.
All right. My condolences.
We haven't explored further. We found a temple. There was a guardian there who said we had to pass some trials first. We succeeded. That was where Xiao died. And we came back to bring him back before continuing.
I see.
And report our findings because we found a lot.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
We found a lot.
All right. I suppose that is a full report. That's a lot.
If you out any more people,
I don't think I'm outing any more people.
There's no one left to out.
Yeah, there's no one else out.
I want to be the one to tell someone that my patron is the Phoenix, alright?
I will never take that away from you again, darling. I swear.
Fuck.
Where did Ren go?
Just refreshed. Don't worry about it.
Oh. I thought you DC'd for a second.
Fucking DC'd my face.
But I don't. All the other details to and from.
So, you were at the football camp. How mad is, oh, what's her name? Fuck.
Anastasia.
How mad is Anastasia at me?
I talked to her about some of the things that you had told me, and I believe her words were that dirty, rotten slut bitch. I will fucking make her eat her own flesh.
Well, at least you found somebody that matches your intensity back there.
Oh yes, we had quite an enjoyable experience with each other. She is a very, very fun woman.
Yeah, she is.
Upstanding, really.
Yeah. I deserve it.
Well, we should have left you to die in that room.
You weren't supposed to tell her about that, for fuck's sakes.
We've all thought about it, and she knows it.
Yeah?
And I said I, not you. Congratulations, you just outed yourself out.
You
I mean,
said we.
You did say we.
Oh, I did say we. Whoops.
Yeah,
I-
you did.
I kind of already figured you guys had considered it, considering I pushed Amalia into a pit. Yeah?
Oh yeah, no, and I wasn't gonna let you go out easy.
Hion's like looking back and forth like, you guys are very dysfunctional.
At least it works.
Does
Ah.
it?
Can't argue with the results.
I mean, literally, we could just send her into a room and see what happens to her because she's the curious type. Means we don't have to die.
I think you misunderstand me.
Look. As much as I really want to stab a dagger into her throat sometimes, she comes through. And that's the sad part.
Thanks, I think.
Yes, that was a compliment.
It's sad because it's sad because I find it hard to hate you because you do come through.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I'm kind of a bitch.
Can't argue with the results.
And then we got back here, and all hell broke loose because of Haruka.
Yeah, hell broke loose before we came back.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it happened as soon as we got here, almost. If you think about it.
It was a couple of hours before you got there is when it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the real action didn't happen until...
It's like a solid 5 or 6 hours.
My question is, how did Haruka miss us?
Who knows?
Haruka was going a different route than we were, I think.
Yeah,
5
she went
hours
through-
out is still near the forward camp.
Yeah, but she moved really quickly.
She moved really, really, really quickly.
Still couldn't have missed 2 people, though.
You'd be surprised. She doesn't have to be on the ground. She also doesn't have to be visible. So,
Yeah, she probably knew about the forward camp that they were setting up there. So she would have tried to go
is
through
an
there.
illusionist.
I do.
I'm not saying that it makes sense that we didn't see her, or it doesn't make sense that we didn't see her. It just doesn't make sense that she didn't see us.
If you're going pretty quick, if you're going that fast, she was moving 120 feet a second.
Yeah.
That's zoopy. That's 85 miles an hour. As a person.
Still not
Thing to see us either.
Huh? Yeah, no, she definitely wouldn't have seen you. Emotional state, everything else, you can stop trying to poke holes in it. She didn't see you.
Shouldn't you be glad she didn't see you?
I mean, I am. Don't get me wrong, but
She
I find it kind of actually almost a little annoying that you're trying to poke holes in that, because it's like you have no idea what her emotional state is.
I mean,
You have,
no, I know.
You have no idea what she was even doing when she was going past.
I mean, Rel just knows Haruka is being methodical, so.
Right, but you said that out of character.
Yeah. I mean, I thought she was methodical. I didn't even consider her emotional state.
Yeah.
Just kind of seemed weird.
Trust me, if she would have seen you, you would have known it. You'd have a giant hole in your chest and you'd be dead.
Yeah, I get that.
So anyway,
Lots to do.
all right. So I think let's see. Yeah. I think right here's probably a good spot to call it.
Okay.
It's 11:20 right now, so it's a good time to wrap up.
All right.
I
He said, "I."
XP.
There's not going to be much XP this session because
That's fine.
There
XP.
Jesus.
Cough it up.
you get half as much as everyone else.
Oh, thanks, asshole.
We need like
All right.
4,000 each to level up. Chill.
I'd say 500 XP for the session.
500.
Yeah. And we'll wrap it up here, and then we will continue next session.